I don't know how much
Back
talking.
again to hear another story of immense fortune and
Jump. Hi,
unthinkable
I'm back.
peril.
Okay, we're back.
Well,
Ah, I
I
see.
have
It's
some
plot points.
time.
Yes,
The
plot.
Borderlands
It's
of
all
Pandora
story. It's a telltale
Oh,
game.
so we
to
missed
contain
the
mysterious
lore, that's fine.
alien treasure troves
All things
filled
lore.
with advanced technology
Oh.
and incredible power.
Alright, I'll just turn it off.
Vaults, the people called them.
Ah,
And to
it's a
seek
point and
one
click.
out was to earn you the title
For lack of a better
of
term. It's a telltale
Vault
game.
Hunter. At least by me.
So during... Oh, god damn it, Andy. Stop looking things up! Stop it! Stop it! I only want to know.
I understand why they're so
He
successful.
ran the corporation Hyperion and died trying to claim Pandora as his own. History's attention is fickle, my friends. It will remember
Nothing to see
those
here.
pirates
Huh.
and Handsome Jack.
I didn't know that.
Forget
I
the
did not either.
adventurers Who risk it all for less.
For a good while now, too.
rewards.
Not like it's not like that was recent.
Legends. Those are much better.
So I got myself a burger.
Oh, a
And,
burger, you say?
Yeah, because there's a super duper burger near there.
What kind? What? A super duper burger?
Super Duper is like a local chain. They are the okay. So if In-N-Out is fast food burgers, right? It's like $3 a burger.
Uh-huh.
And you can kind of compare In-N-Out. In my opinion, In-N-Out shouldn't get compared to anything other than McDonald's, Burger King, and those because
Right.
it's the same price range.
Right.
Versus this would be
Five
the
Guys.
thing you would compare to Five Guys.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a $10 burger or $8 burger ish, right?
Right.
And then they have shakes and all of that stuff. Instead of having free peanuts, they have a pickle bar, stuff like that. And I do mean multiple types of pickles, like a pickle bar.
Huh. Gross, but okay.
I mean, if you like pickles, it's nice. I like pickles, so it works.
Yeah, I mean that's generally how that goes.
Come on, we
But,
can
dang
work
it! You know how many
this
times
out.
I've knocked this pile over?
Also,
Deal with this.
look at that! Wait, I forget. Don't you get to choose if you're the male or female in this game?
No.
No.
Some sort of radiation.
Yeah,
leak?
is
I
it
don't
the
know
dude the
about
whole
it.
time? You're the dude the whole time. Yeah,
It's you. Take turns.
Oh wow, all this stuff I've
Oh.
at some point.
Dude, I forget this game.
Okay, I'm gonna move it all over here.
I feel like I finished it at your house.
I know, I remember. I just don't remember the game, obviously.
You know a bunch of other stuff, and
Where
like literally
exactly
none of it
are
I've
we
ever heard
going?
of. Just that one thing.
Okay,
Interesting.
then do you mind asking yourself?
But the interview went really well. It was interesting talking to all of them about the whole thing. It definitely is like, I don't know, we'll see if it's gonna. But now I'm in the mindset of like, well,
Is that what this is?
I don't want to get
about?
hopes up.
Look,
But the
gold
one
is
guy
bad
who's the
business.
team
If you
lead
want a
on
real
walking
hot
me
investment,
out to
I
the
am on
elevator
ground floor of some
was like,
fucking
yeah, it's gonna be really good if we pull you on. He's like, I really hope to talk to you
okay.
again soon. He's like, you're the most experienced person we've talked to so far who's interested in the position. And I was just like, oh, thanks. I hope to talk to you again soon. And then I got in the elevator and was like, what the fuck just happened?
When you're getting dragged through the desert.
So-
Where am I? Who is this?
From the beginning.
I mean, we'll see. There's a couple factors. They are interviewing other peeps, so who knows? All the people I talked to were good people to work with, it seems. And like the way that they were, I was like blatantly honest about the previous gig, and they were blatantly like, "Hey, yeah, that's some bullshit. No wonder you left."
It all
I was like,
started
"Oh,
with a promotion.
you agree?
See, I'd spent my
I
entire
didn't
career
expect
at
that.
Hyperion.
Okay."
So I
They were like,
suppose
"Yeah,
that
if we
makes
did
me
things like
the
that here, I don't think I'd be working here." I'm like, "Oh, why you got it? Okay."
And Handsome
Great.
Jack, he was the baddest guy of them
Awesome.
all.
Just what I didn't want to hear.
I mean, I did.
This is garbage.
Yeah, if they told me it was garbage, I would have been like, "Ah, this is Dee's choice."
Everyone did.
I gotta be honest, I always thought it was sort of cheesy, but
Hey, here we
There's a
choices
Drago.
that was.
Hi, Drago.
Hi, Drago. How you doing?
Overflowing
You're
with
gone.
assholes.
animals.
When Handsome Jack died, it somehow got
You doing
even
good?
worse.
That's good to hear, dude.
Oh, how did the test go? I remember you saying you were studying for.
It took some time to fit in.
You like 5 hours worth of work? Hey, that's a good amount of work.
A few stabs and some
I,
kickbacks. A new
Yeah, you
haircut,
gotta chill now,
and
that's a
a
good
nice
9
choice.
hours worth of work.
friends. I was on
Hey,
my
man,
way to get the
education
promotion
work,
that
though.
would change my
That
life.
went really
Scratch
bad.
that.
Oh.
Our lives.
Dude, I take 8 hours of real. I take 8 or 9 hours of real life work over 5 hours of homework any day.
Luckily,
Well, yeah, because real life work is like 5 hours of work
concentrating on the-
crammed in 9 hours.
What's the first thing you buy?
Whereas 5
I
hours
know
of
what
homework is
Henderson's
5
making.
hours of homework.
I do is payroll.
That's
Like 5 or 6 problems left in that.
test me
loop.
really bad. Didn't
But
finish.
in
it.
reality,
Ooh.
it's like 10 minutes worth of homework that you milk over 5
about
hours because
money,
you really don't
Vaughn.
want to do it the whole time.
Well, shit, we never learned. What
you
the
know who
fuck?
talks like that? Poor people that no one likes.
Uh,
What class
Uh-huh.
was it, Drago?
Respect, it's
That's
nice,
what they always say.
know,
You
but it's
probably
not
weren't paying
nicer than
attention that
summer
one
home
time.
eating
That was the
7
one
Well,
time you listened to
Put
Kyle
your
on.
priorities straight.
Or it's one of it's engineering courses where they don't do that shit. Or it's oh yeah, it's
Or
analytical.
it's analytical, which
Yeah, that makes sense actually. That sounds like
Drago
something
was
math.
it's analytical. You
Every
should have
night
figured
I'm
it out
my
on your
drinks, but
own.
That doesn't matter now.
The second teacher made the test.
You deserve
Oh.
this, man.
Why do you have
And
two
don't
teachers?
ever think you don't. And don't ever think about the iridium mine deal.
Or
we put
like the
together.
teaching
You're
assistant.
damn right I
Or
deserve
the
it.
two
I
legit
earned
teachers.
this.
Well, Yvette and
I
I.
I'm glad I
did
didn't go to a
contribute.
teaching assistant school.
Right.
Really glad.
Sure, you.
I
Yeah,
had some TAs, but it was interesting.
All my teachers
All right,
were
man.
forced to
Let's get that
actually do
Hyperion
everything
face on.
themselves.
Oh,
He told us to
right.
do the homework and
Great.
study it. That's
Oh.
interesting.
That's always good. But homework wasn't even related to what was on the test.
Oh, we need some condescending. It's a little too friendly right now. Okay, tell you what.
You
Tilt
should
your
have
head
just
back,
given answers that
like
weren't
if you asked
related
me
to
if there's anything up your
the
nose.
test either.
How's that?
There you go.
The sky is
You
blue.
don't respect me at all.
Well, yes, Drago, I know the sky is blue, but what does that have to do with the square root of 42?
What we got? Only 3 kids finished it out of like 150.
Mr. Henderson?
Also, Drago's going to one of those schools, by the way,
No,
so that kind
I
of
wasn't talking.
boosts it.
I don't
Yes,
know. I
I'm
mean, some of
talking
our
to you
classes
now.
had 100,
Yeah, but I don't want it in
plus
red, I
students
want
in
it
them.
in black.
I had
That
no
could sound-
more
Black
than
is bad.
35
Look
people.
By the way, this
Oh,
voice
Believe me, at
actor.
Belmont, I had no more than 35 people.
Yeah.
Most
And
actually,
just
most
send the
of my
car
good
over
STEM
when it's
classes
ready.
didn't have more than 35 people.
Company.
But like the gen ed classes, the ones that literally every human at that school had to take, they were like 100.
You look
plus
surprised to
student
see me,
classes.
Reese.
Yeah.
So like when I took
If
bio,
I'm reading the situation
was-
By the way,
and
Vasquez
I
has the
usually
best
am,
voice actor in this
you're not
entire
too happy
like
with it
series.
either.
and
It's
then
This all
it's
came
the one
together
dude who
quick.
has an amazing
So,
voice.
You might not have been
geology
in
and
the loop.
national parks was
Uh,
probably 150 people in
Henderson
that class.
promised me a promotion.
I see. Well,
But that was like
Henderson is
sub-basic
out,
level
so,
geology. It was geology for
you're going
not even
to be
close to
reporting
geology
to me
majors.
now, Reese.
I went
I want you
to
know the promotion that you
University of
worked so
Scranton.
hard to get. It's still coming to you.
Well,
I need to be
that's a
turned up a
relief.
bit. I mean, if you turn me up, you
This
turn
is about more than that, Reese.
Well, he
Oh,
could do it in
probably.
Discord,
It's
right?
about your future.
Or turn me
could,
down in
but-
Discord.
that requires more effort.
You want to know the reason why I'm
Ah, Jesus Christ!
For the
Why my
exact
ears?
same reason
Everyone's
why
ears,
North
for that
is
matter.
the
Holy shit!
handsome guy, I'll-
Why you gotta be that way? I don't do that to you. I don't do that to my mic when you go up too low. Why you doing that?
You should have known.
Fucking troll Andy. Goddamn.
Real
should have known better.
Stop eating the mic.
I did.
Agreed, Snarfy.
And you could hold a grudge if you like. No harm, no foul. You're
So I had the interview today, Drago. And I was telling them this. I was really hoping I would dislike them or their
Sometimes
work
men find
environment, and
themselves
fuck,
standing
it's
in the
really
way
nice.
of
And
advancements.
they seem like a really good team. I'll probably
You
take
don't
the
wanna
job.
They have a ball pit and everything.
They don't have a ball pit. I was telling Andy the only way it could have gotten, the only way that could have been a nicer interview is if they offered me sparkling water. They offered me coffee, which was nice.
Which is professional.
But he already
This
had coffee.
promotion.
So.
But I already had
It's going
coffee
to take
because
you
I
out of
grabbed
the
coffee
way
on the
of
way.
other people's
You
destiny
take it to be polite.
and put you on your
Nah,
own
I wasn't gonna make
no,
him get it.
no, you
That,
take
my
it to be
friend,
polite and then you throw it in the
is
garbage
why I
can
am promoting
You
you.
drink it
immediately
anyway.
and go, coffee, you
Jerry,
say?
Why isn't my new car digistructed
No coffee,
in
I don't
my
drink
office
coffee.
yet?
Vasquez, it's August.
Just
Oh,
really,
August
just really
Cool,
trolled the
listen,
situation.
I actually have somebody.
But no, it was a good time. That interview was nice. They were all good people. I'm really. The one guy gave me a riddle, and I solved it, and he was like, "Huh, that's the right answer." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Now explain it." And he's like, "Now explain it as if I was 5." And I was like, "I can't do that."
It's just it's a lot of money.
I'm like, I can go about this far. And I was like, "Here's my logic." And he was, "Woo." What was the riddle? All right. I will try to explain this the best I can. So the riddle was, there are 3 prisoners in a line, like back to back to back. So there's a guy in front, a guy behind him, and a guy behind him. Each of them is wearing a hat out of 5 possible hats. 2 white hats and 3 black hats. If they can guess the hat on their head, they can walk away free. If they guess wrong, they get shot. If they go, I don't know, they're still a prisoner. The guy they can't look at the hat, like they can't look up. They can only see the people in front of themselves. So the guy in the back sees two people, the guy in the middle sees one person ahead of him. They can, obviously, if you see them, you can see the hat that they're wearing. Can't see your own hat, can't turn around.
Wait there, okay? I can only be down.
The guy in the back goes, I don't know what hat I have.
$10 million.
Guy in the middle goes, I don't know what hat I have. Guy in the front goes, I know what hat I have. Says the hat he has and walks away free. How did he know?
It's a tourist shop, right? Buy a mug or
And
something.
what hat did he have?
Sure.
There are 3 black hats,
Okay.
2 white hats. And all of them are only wearing one hat. I solved this in about 2 minutes.
Right.
And he's the frontmost and can't see anyone?
And he's the frontmost, can't see anyone behind him, but he was able to know the hat he had.
Before we were so rudely interrupted.
We were talking.
Again, the guy in the back said, I don't know. Guy in the middle said, I don't know. Guy in the front knew.
All right. You're.
And the back two, he doesn't see. No, they don't walk away. They're just all standing there, Drago. No one moves
Know
unless
his place.
they can guess it and walk
He
away.
needed lesson number 1. Humility.
But you.
Hey,
I
hey.
respect you, Reese.
But how?
That's why I'm gonna make
How do you know that,
assistant
Snarfy?
Vice janitor.
So that's the. It's. I was interviewing for an IT position.
No.
So the whole thing is, it's how do you know that? Like, what's the logic? By the way, Snarfy is correct.
Report
As
to
a spoiler
Sewage
alert.
Scout 23. Effective immediately.
Oh! Wait, hold on, because there's 3 black hats,
And there's 2 white.
and there's 2 whites.
I
The
quit.
2 people in the back can
only way
see
you
the,
quit
or the
hiding
one guy in the very back can
is the
see
way
both
Henderson
hats.
Correct.
You're dismissed,
So he
Reese.
knows that the front 2 hats aren't white.
Snarfy's on it. So are you.
So he,
I'll let you know when I need my trash
No.
can empty.
No, you're right. You're right. I'll let you guys keep going for a second, but I'll give what I gave my answer as, or like how I explained it.
What the hell was that?
so there.
He can't do this to us.
There being
He
2
just
white
did.
hats.
Right.
If
3
he,
black hats.
if the guy
No,
at the very
this can't
back
be happening.
Right.
Finished, Bob.
was
finished.
wearing a white
You know this
hat,
place
there'd
is.
be a white and a
There's blood
black
in the
hat
water.
in front of
And
him.
everyone can smell
Or
it.
2 black.
No,
or
no,
2
they
black.
can't. Not
Correct.
Yet, unless you don't quite.
But if there's 2 white hats in front of him,
He knows he's wearing a black hat.
he knows he's wearing a black hat.
He doesn't know.
And he doesn't know, so there's
So that
either
means-
there's 1 and 1 in front of him.
Or it could be 2 black hats. Because there's
Sorry,
3
we were
possible black
saying
hats, which means
something
he could be wearing a black hat or a white hat if there's 2
Reese?
black hats in front of him.
Why are you cleaning
Right.
up trash? I thought you were
Shit, my
in
brain is
the movie.
malfunctioning. I can't think.
What? Are you sure?
I mean, you can see
So
yourself.
the logic here is the guy in the back. All right, don't.
But I
you
don't know
want-
anything about the middle guy. How
The middle guy is this is the best. This is why. Okay, so
So
I'm
does
gonna go
that
through my
mean
logic on
that
it, which is
Ryan-
what I did out loud to the guy, to the interviewer, who is the manager. So this is how it works.
Just
Guy in the back
trying to
looks
lighten the
forward.
mood.
If he saw 2 white hats, he knew he had a
And
black
I
hat,
didn't
which
bring
means he
my
either saw
wallet,
2
so
black
someone
hats
pays for me.
I'll tell you
or a
what,
black hat and a white hat. That's why he said I don't know.
I don't know
Second
if
guy
he
knows that
Damn it,
information
Get away with this.
because he could figure
Oh.
that out, like you did.
Right.
He just killed
So the second
a
guy goes,
Maybe it's better
okay,
we lay low for
he
it.
knows, the guy behind me knew, either it's 2 black hats or it's a black and a white hat. So he looks forward. If he saw a white hat on the other guy,
I'm talking about
he knows he can't be wearing a white hat because the guy behind him would have knew he was wearing a black hat. So if he saw a white hat, he would go, I have a black hat. And he would be correct. And he would walk away. He doesn't do that. He says, I don't know. Because if the guy in front of him is wearing a black hat, he could be wearing a black or white hat and he wouldn't know. The guy in the front knows the guy in the middle guy's logic, and the guy behind him's logic, and is able to determine he's wearing a black hat.
right now to make the deal.
Hold, please.
Knows he's wearing a black hat, walks off with the black hat.
Yep. That
I'm
makes
not
sense.
gonna-
Now, this is the follow-up
That
question.
was impressive.
Explain that in 1 or 2 sentences like I'm 5. That is what I was asked
Change
next.
around here.
That is the part where I tried and went, I got nothing.
Cool.
That was my explanation as if you're 5. I got nothing lower than that. That's as low as I go.
Call me if you
Yeah,
don't.
like
Which
I
is
think
probably
I thought I
that's the
already
one
gave
part
you
I
five
failed
dollars.
about that question.
I thought I already was out of 5.
You're a requisitions master.
As a
Now,
5-year-old.
Why
What I
would a
realized-
5-year-old need to know this?
Things get dicey.
What I realized is the guy was like, by the way, at the very beginning, he goes, by the way, if you need to use the whiteboard to figure it out, you can. And I was like, I can do it in my head. I realized I should have used the whiteboard to draw it out as an example, as if I was showing it to a 5-year-old.
Richter,
But I didn't think of that logic.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the only part that I would say I didn't do right in that interview. But goddamn if I didn't get that right. I'm like, I don't care. It's good
By
enough.
that same
Come on.
logic, in
Really?
some way, we all just got demoted to janitor. Do you really want that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have succeeded. I wouldn't have gotten that.
That one, as soon as he said it, I just he's like, work me through your logic, because it makes sense, because Andy, that is kind of troubleshooting, right? Like you do, IT. That's kind of the same logic you use. It's just you have more knowledge when you're doing troubleshooting of a computer versus that is like a hypothetical.
You act like I troubleshoot well.
You can't
Oh,
spring
well,
for
that's
premium?
I have a
Prime President's 300 IQ, but that's the explanation to a 5-year-old. I should have done that. I was like, I tried to, I was like, I could write you the, I'm like, isn't this the pigeonhole principle? And he was like, what? And I'm like, never mind.
If you're gonna steal something,
Jago's gonna have bad flashbacks. I don't even know if that's true, but that's where my brain went.
I've got a car in mind.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'm not great at troubleshooting. Why do you think I have troubleshooting?
I guess that's fair.
I'm over here going, I know how video systems work.
And then you have me whenever you need
You want to
that.
help me with you want help with your video systems? No, you have a computer problem? I can't. I don't know.
Hold on,
Restart.
I'm calling up a friend on the West Coast. One
Yeah,
second.
be like, have you restarted it yet? No. Well, we'll try that first. Okay. Does it work
Yeah.
now? Yeah, great. Okay, good. That's how far I generally have to go troubleshooting. After that, it's what's the error message? Let me take a picture of it and I'll go Google it.
Oh, another thing. I answered very honestly to a question, and Andy and Mike both know this. What's the biggest thing? One was like, one guy said, he's like, what's the worst thing you broke? And then someone else asked the same question, and he goes, let me rephrase that. What's the biggest you fucked up? Exactly like that sentence. And I was like, I like this place. And I explained the time that I took down an entire company's network with a switch. A switch is the thing that you plug into a wall that allows you to use multiple, like, Ethernet cables from one switch. Yeah, snarfy. So I told them that, and they were like, how did that happen? I'm like, I'm not sure what exactly failed, but the switch was sending out a signal constantly, and it destroyed our network. It was sending it to way too many addresses. I don't understand enough of the networking side to explain this to you. It also happened 4 years ago.
Okay.
Howdy, Doc. How to do Buckaroo? I misread that. Oh, howdy,
You
Smitty.
misread that a lot.
I read Howdy, Doc, Buckaroo, and got very confused. Well, I read DOC, not DOO.
Holy freaking crap, what was that? What?
And then,
What do we
yeah.
even... Oh,
Um,
what hit?
So yeah, I took down the entire company network, and that, by the way, I turned that into a good thing. I'm like, one, networking team put in a way of detecting when someone does that, and two,
I think we killed
all of our stuff was hosted internally, our website, our email, our everything. After my fuck up that took down the company network for a day, they started moving towards and eventually moved to having offsite for everything. So that way, if something like that were to happen, there's two offsites, a main and a backup. So that no matter what, it doesn't take down the whole company. So
talking about how his
my interview went. So even though I fucked up terribly, that's the thing. And I told that to every interviewer who asked me what my biggest fuck up was. If they still want to hire me, I think this place is gonna be baller. Because the fact that really, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, here's the biggest I've fucked up. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. 700, it's a 900 person company. It's pretty bad. I took down email, our intranet, the internal, and our website. Oh, and I guess I took down at the time our document sharing system. So yeah, for a day. Yeah, that's the biggest I've fucked up at IT. So if they take that, and they're like, well, you learned from it, we'll be good.
Nut jobs.
Smitty!
You know when you
Really
say
don't
things
think
like
I've
that,
done
I
anything
sometimes forget you're pretending to be the
extreme
guy
other than
who
my,
would say things like that.
The domain foobar? Yeah.
destroying my entire own user profile.
Yeah, you affected one
So
user.
what was your biggest?
right?
Well,
Sure.
I
Listen,
destroyed my entire
One
user
tap on the
profile
arm,
during
and
a
the vet
Windows
can send
server
out a
upgrade.
loader bot if things
That's
don't
around
go
what the
How
well.
many
guy who asked me that question, because he told me what his was. He's like, yeah, back in December of this last year, I did this. And his was about the level of yours, Andy.
Yeah.
They're like, huh, what do you
good.
know? I've done this.
Neato.
I did the exact same thing, but in January.
Yeah.
Small
Yeah.
world, bro.
Yeah, he did basically the exact same thing, and he was like, so what happened with yours? And I told him what happened, and I was like, I thought I was fired. He's like, I would have thought you were fired too. And I was like, it's not really like it was my fault. It was a hardware malfunction.
And then you go, yeah. And then I continued working there for another 4 years.
Well, no, not for. I was like, yeah. I said that. I was like, that was like 3 months into working with them. And he's like, wow. I'm like, yeah. It was. But explaining the other part, which is that we were doing, I explained my old job role, and he's like, yeah, that's 4 different positions here. How much were they paying you? And I was like, I'll answer that honestly. And I told him, and he was like, no, I would never do that. Fuck that. Exact sentence from him, and I was like, that's how I felt after a couple years. I'm like, it took me a minute.
This explains why you quit
Could ask one of them.
and why you have
They
a
seem
year-and-a-half gap.
normal.
I also told them multiple times. I was like, they were like, so why are you interested in working here? I'm like, I'm not. I was like, I'm not exactly interested. I'm like, I'm interested in working. I'm interested in seeing what your environment here is like. But I wouldn't say. Actually, someone asked me why I was interested in the career in IT, and I was like, I'm not. I'm like, I'm interested because of the previous place, because of how badly that went, and how jaded I became from doing it. I didn't want to go back into IT. It's only because a friend of mine has recommended this place because she works here, and she's worked with me before, that I am even here, and I'm feeling you guys out to see if this is a worthwhile endeavor. And the one guy was like, I totally respect that. I was like, yes. This is a chat. This might work. And they might pay me $70K. And then if they give me a fucking signing bonus that they gave Zoe by the same rate, it'd be $35K. Fucking help. I can't say no. I can't. If they give me a good offer, guys, I can't say no. I want to. I really do. I can't.
What's a signing bonus? A signing bonus is when you're like, hey, Drago, I want you to work for my company so much that I'm going to give you extra crap just for you coming here. So that way, instead of you going and working for company B,
sir, do
you
know
work for
where
us.
Right.
World
So the
Curiosity
person who I know who works there, she got $80K as her salary. Yeah. And Navy gets a signing bonus right now. Well, of course.
The
No,
Navy's
who-
always
who-
given a signing bonus.
I was just saying.
It's called a story and a song about all the things you'll get after you're done with the Navy. And then you have to fight with the government to get them to give you because the government sucks and lies about everything possible to get you into the Navy or whatever insert branch of military here because they
Yeah,
all
and
do it.
Drago, what you just said is true. And generally what they'll do is you can actually, and people have done this, you go to company A and go, company B offered me this, you want to offer me more? And they very well might. So the person I know who was working there, she started at $80,000 support level 1, $80,000 a year. And they gave her $40,000 in company stock, which has risen since she got there. New guys coming into my work got like 20K just to enlist. I got jack shit. Yeah, I could see that.
Listen, if you told me you were going to give me 20K to be in the Navy, I'd still say pass. What snake oil are you
like a
shipping me?
convention?
Well, actually, I know somebody who was one of my buddies. His brother was in the army, and his job was to be the guy that destroyed. Like, let's say he was in the Afghanistan war. His whole job was he was supposed to go onto. If the base got overrun, his job was to literally take a laptop and a 500-foot Ethernet cable, book it out of the base while destroying all documents in the base. Like, that was basically his job, was from where he was, remove all possibilities of a data breach. He left the first time, and they gave him a 40K signing bonus to come back. He left the second time, they bought him a Hummer.
Motorbot deployed.
Time to clock in.
A Hummer or a crappy Hummer?
Hummer, because this is war in Afghanistan.
You're gonna hand over that case. Are you handing over your heads?
What do I
Your
get to
choice.
re-enlist? Jack shit, yeah.
Guys,
The army
let's
guys
talk
who do
about
my
this.
equivalent get 15k to re-enlist. Yeah, exactly. And they wonder why I want to get out. You get the fuck out. Move to California. Come here. I will find you somewhere. Fuck, the place I'm at. Come on. Come on, Smitty.
Smitty, when do you get
Let's
out?
go.
When do you leave? How long they got you trapped in there for?
I had no re-enlist bonus, but my signing bonus was 11k. Hi, Fizz. How you doing? Move to Cal. Why not, man? It's nice.
Yeah, I don't
Try
know why
Northern
you don't-
California. Northern California is very different from SoCal, and it's great.
All of California.
That's easy.
Except for the part that's on fire.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, good.
I don't even know if any
It
part's on
only
fire
does
at
what I
the
tell
moment.
it to.
Hello, bye, bye.
But I'm gonna make some fat money here.
Oh,
It doesn't. I mean,
I mean,
fat
yeah, you might.
money in California too.
That's true. I mean, well, for me and him have conversed enough. I think he's.
Do something.
I would say from what I remember for Georgia, he's great.
But you could be even better for California.
Piece of cake.
Mainly because it's warm there.
Yeah.
And not humid.
I know. It's just me. It's just paying attention. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I've never paid attention to the game. I don't even know. I don't have the sound on. So I hear myself.
I don't have the sound on, but I've been watching Mike go through it and currently just
Yeah,
tracking
that
people
you
on a
live in
loader.
California and your cost of living is half of Cali. Yeah, fair.
You must really be
At this point, it's just talking.
That is
But
not
still, when do you
good.
get to leave? When could you?
Come on.
I'm doing both the games
Also,
still.
someone set off a bomb outside somewhere again. This happened the other day. Set off a bomb, I think on Monday.
August 2021.
Oh, so another year.
Year and a half. Yeah. August is the 8th month. So, 18 more
I feel
months.
like I was paying it. I could do math quick enough to realize.
Hey man, after you heard me do the prisoners thing earlier, you can tell where my brain's at. Hey, kinda.
Maybe confused that.
Must have
Alright, I got some
regretting,
basic concepts of what happened here, but followed by, yeah, I really don't know how the front guy knows anything.
I'm regretting doing the 3 hearts thing.
Well, now I know
Why?
why these cost so much.
Why are you regretting it? I saw you die a couple
Thank you
times.
kindly.
Bye, friends.
Loaderbot! Go
I
get
think the
car!
one thing that might be kind of hard, Smitty, is I guess it depends. Are you gonna do a private contractor when you get out? Is that your goal? Is that your plan? Or you gotta look for somewhere in the in that Georgia area to move over to? Because I know your contractors probably make a blockload more than you do for some stupid reason.
Well, yeah, my contractors always make more. Whatever the money calls from. So when they give you the signing bonus to re-sign and the money calls from the Navy, they'll still re-sign.
Use your metal hand, you idiot.
Yeah, what? Also, your character's left-handed?
They ain't giving you anything? Alright, well, what if they did? Maybe they just don't like you. Is that what we're finding out here? They've been trying to get rid of you, but they really just needed someone last time.
The guy's trying to ask you a question, I see.
Alright.
Ah, what a shocking answer.
Why is that guy using a sonic screwdriver to take people out?
Stun baton.
How do you know what a sonic screwdriver is?
I'm friends with Mike. What do you think?
I mean, I understand that, but I'm still
I think I know what a
surprised.
sonic screwdriver is.
I wouldn't. Not a reference I'd expect from you, Andy. Not gonna
Also,
lie.
it's in the Doctor Who Super Cafe.
What? I don't even know what that is. Doctor Who
Super Cafe is when from
Ooh,
how it
ooh.
should have ended, and it's where Batman and Superman are sitting at a coffee table.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's Doctor Who one.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Kill him and grill him.
What did you do with Bond? How the hell should I know? Your freaking bot tossed us both out.
Oh yeah, we'll
kindly
see.
stand
It depends.
still
I mean,
and die.
that one question, the fact I didn't get the answer it like I'm 5 for it, is the only part I feel like I screwed up. Or like
I
tell,
wouldn't even
explain
feel
like I'm
you set it
5.
up I would have liked him to tell you how to explain it like you're 5 because I feel like that you can't explain that like you're 5.
Could have avoided all this.
Get your ass!
Like I would only be frustrated about
Loader bot?
not getting that
Put
because I would
bar
still know how to
down.
explain it like I'm 5.
So like I said, I think what he was thinking is that I think outside the box and use the whiteboard behind me, and then show it visually, which would be a better way to explain it easier.
Please do something.
I don't know how you can explain it visually. Drawing stick figure men with hats.
We'll have to
See,
get
I
the
have an
bot.
idea of how to show that. Like the
I
logic
was
for it.
sitting there going, I would just draw some stick figures with hats and a bunch of arrows that would make the 5-year-old more confused than he started.
Fair.
I think that's how that would go. It would just become a smorgasbord of arrows, and then numbering like this. Become an ordered list.
Oh my god. I will say, I'm really glad that while this game makes you like the normal person running around and doing these things, that loader bots are ridiculously strong because they are not that strong in any of the games.
Shove this up your ass!
Just shoot in the eye. Come on, there's like 6 of you.
Yeah, they're bad, so they're probably level 3.
Oh, one of those scenarios.
Inside.
Yes.
Well, we could.
Prisoners by a hat.
You didn't have to look that one up. 2 minutes. That's all I needed.
Aww.
I have moments where I'm smart. It's just certain types of
Loader
smart.
bot.
Yeah, moments in my
Oh no!
This is totally
It's the
Why must the universe
Yeah,
always
give me
be
circuit
good?
pathing for TV signal.
Please,
Good.
metal is
Oh, it's Terminator 2 moment.
the spirit
Thumb up.
is
There we go. Couldn't think
Come
of
on,
the word
Reese,
Terminator.
just
right?
tell it to run.
Oh, okay. This one,
let me
it's
go.
white and red.
Get back! Get back!
3 black, 2 white in yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will name my firstborn.
Why would you have him self-destruct there?
To be a dick.
Okay, and this one,
Yeah.
and
you
in
know,
this one, it's 3
probably
white,
not.
2 red. Okay,
Hi.
so it's the same result in the end.
I can't believe we're alive.
Same concept, just.
I just want to just kind
I
of see
never
what they,
want to see somebody's
what,
brains
how
come
it
out of their
someone
nose.
else actually
Not ever again.
wrote
That
it out.
Alright,
Yeah,
you
if it's
can
the
use
same
that,
single
sir.
scariest experience of my entire life.
There were 3
Which
prisoners in a certain
Should
cell,
probably be over by now.
one of
but
whom
it's
had
not.
normal sight, one of
For some
whom
reason.
only had
But
one
for those
eye,
guys,
and the third
lot
who
of
was
those
completely
guys-
blind.
Oh, come on. It
Jailer
was a
liked to
little
play
fun,
tricks on his
right?
prisoners.
You cannot
So one
honestly
day, he
stand there
brought
and tell
all
me
3
that
of them
it didn't
out
feel
and had
kinda
them stand
great
in a line.
to kick all those guys' asses.
He then showed them 5 hats,
okay,
3 white,
yeah,
2
it was
red,
a little awesome.
which he hid in a bag.
But I'm sure it was as
From these
traumatic as it was
5
fun.
hats, he selected
We're
3
probably gonna need some therapy in
and
the
put
future. You know
one
that,
on
right?
each of
We'll
the
be able
prisoners'
to
heads.
afford it. All right,
None
let's
of the
just
men
find
could
this
see
guy
what the color
August.
hat
Buy the
he
key.
himself wore. Jailer offered freedom to the sight
Hey,
of the
bully
Hell
monk.
outta here.
if he could tell him what color his hat was. And to prevent guessing, he threatened execution for the wrong answer. The sighted man could not tell what color hat he wore, and declined to answer. Jailer next offered the same terms to the
Ugh, does
one-eyed
every
man,
animal on this planet have to
who
look
also
like a
could not
giant
tell
monster?
what color he wore, and also declined to answer. At this point, the jailer thought his game was done, but was delighted when the blind prisoner spoke up and asked if he didn't get a turn. Laughing, the jailer offered the blind man the same terms as the other. The blind prisoner smiled and replied, "I do not need my sight. From what my friends have said,
Oops.
I can clearly see that my hat is blank." And so he won his freedom. How did the blind prisoner know what color his hat was? And what color was it?
Alright, you know, the stuffed animals was one thing, but this is taking a turn I
So
really
then
don't want.
they actually gave all the permutations of the hats. White, red, 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 white, red,
Come
white,
face to
white, red,
face with icons of the planet's
White,
turbulent
red, white,
history and
red,
hear how each met
red,
their
white.
grisly fate.
red, red, white, 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 white.
Please watch your steps.
Permutation
and
1 was
marvel
correct,
at
which
some of
was
the
white,
unexpected
red, red.
ends
Then the
of
first
life's
prisoner would
grand
see
design.
2 red hats and know his hat was white.
There's nowhere else to go.
But the first prisoner doesn't know what
Come
color
on,
his hat
let's just
is.
get through
So
it.
permutation 1 is ruled out. The second prisoner looks at the third prisoner. If he sees a red hat on the third prisoner, then he will know that his hat must be white. That is, if the third prisoner
Absolutely.
has a red hat, the second prisoner would know that either permutation 2, red, white, red, or 3, white, white, red, is correct. Either way, his hat must be white. The only permutation where the third prisoner would have a red hat and the second prisoner not have a white hat is permutation 1, which has already been ruled out. So if the second prisoner sees a red hat on the third prisoner, he would know his hat is white. But he doesn't know what color his hat is. Therefore, he does not see a red hat on the third prisoner. Therefore, the third prisoner's hat must be white.
Formerly a scientific researcher
Sum it
who
up.
worked for Hyperion,
First prisoner,
Professor Nakayama was obsessed with cloning Handsome
first
Jack,
prisoner's
who he carried a
ignorance
certain
rules
fondness
out
for.
permutation 1.
Freelance
Killed
skin.
by bears.
Smitty sent you something on Discord.
No witty rejoinder?
I said yes. I also messaged him.
You must
The
be more
second
traumatized than I am.
prisoner's
Hey, you
ignorance
still
rules
got
out
his
permutation
Hyperion
2 and 3.
ID chip.
Since permutations 1
Keep it.
through 3 are ruled out, the correct answer must be 4, 5, 6, or 7.
Those things.
And it doesn't matter which one is correct, because all of these, the third prisoner's hat is white, which is all he needs to know.
The once ruthless leader of the
That took like 7
Commandant
minutes for me to
Steel.
read, so I don't know how you make it
Came to an end when she was
5-year-old understand.
skewered by a monstrous tentacle. She later died
Eh,
the second time.
I would have done
Resurrected as some kind
probably
of
like
cyborg
a
zombie
what's it
thing.
called?
Can we just get on with
Like you know how like I was thinking of drawing it out. I would have drawn it out as like just a bunch of people with hats and been like, okay, so this scenario and this scenario, right? Like two people in the front having white hats
It's locked.
isn't correct,
Oh,
and then
come on, are
I do like
you serious?
WW,
Well, this
and
feels
cross
like we came
that
in the
out.
back, so
And I'd be
maybe
like,
there's a
if that were correct, this guy
door
would be free.
somewhere?
So that's out.
Yeah, I don't know
And I
if
was
we
like,
can get out there
white,
with
black,
the murderers
black,
all over
white,
the place.
black, black.
Maybe one of those bodies.
All of
is
those
a
are
key
options still
or
for the
something,
second
and we
guy.
just missed it.
If the second guy
Just
saw
randomly
that the
found
first
a
guy
key, that
had
would be amazing.
a white hat, he would know he has a black hat. If he sees a black hat, it could be either one of the other ones. So it's not. So by that logic, it crosses out the possibility of it being front guy has a white hat, middle guy has a black hat. The last two possible options are black, black. It's either black on the front guy and a white hat on the middle guy, or a black hat on the front guy and a black hat on the middle guy. Either way.
to scare you guys. it just
So exactly what you just said, except I would have skipped the extra permutations for the first prisoner because you don't need them.
Like some kind of ride or something?
Like you don't need to
Since
know
the
his
moment
stuff at
we
all.
walked in, it's just been
for that
one
puzzle.
big freaky puppet show. So
The dude could not be wearing a hat and it'll be the same answer.
This is my world.
That's not
of
entirely true, but
curiosity.
you know what I mean.
Let me tell you right off the very bat, I am deeply sorry that you strapping young threshers of gentlemen here have to witness it in such sad disrepair. Time can take a toll, you know, and on more things than one.
Oh, Smitty, have you tried that visualizer that I recommended you? The thing I'm using.
Unfortunately, we are
Kona?
closed for renovations.
Also, I gotta
That
test
doesn't mean
something
you have to
today.
leave, of course. No.
I should probably clean out my
I
machine.
mean, we can do other things.
We're looking for a man named August. We're supposed to meet him here. You know
Nah.
anything about that?
Yeah, K-A-U-N-A. Pretty good. It's a little CPU intensive.
You're late, actually.
Running
Yeah,
it
we
with
know.
Dark Souls 3 and the 1080p
Yeah,
stream
if you
now,
wanna buy something
a little too
strange
laggy.
and illegal,
Couldn't do exactly
this
what
is
I wanted.
certainly the
That's
place
fair.
to do it.
I kind of had to rig some things to get it to do what I wanted, but I mean, it works pretty well. It's just CPU intense.
My grandpa, he's the one who
It's
came
great
up
for
with this
starting and
place.
ending my
He
stream,
was a
though.
real thinker, you know, a real lover of animals. Still is actually,
Kyle, what
because he's
motherboard do you
definitely
have?
not dead.
Fuck if I know, I'll tell you in a minute.
What happened?
That's
Stuck
kind
in
of what I was
traffic?
asking.
You Hyperion guys, you usually
I want to say it's an Asus, but I don't remember
I
the
would,
model.
I would think it's an Asus,
Oh,
because it's like
excuse me.
My bread
I
and
don't
butter.
know,
brand
the
loyalty.
explosions outside, but you know, we had to mow down about a couple hundred bandits just so we could ring the goddamn doorbell.
Motherboard.
Just in time for the spring collection.
Asus Sabertooth
Yeah, well,
990
that's
FX
Pandora
or
for you.
2.0.
It ain't a friggin' bug stampede. Some jerk-off is using you for
Or
rocket
2.0,
practice.
yeah.
All right, well,
R2?
I'll just leave you to your business
2.0.
things then.
Okay.
I'm August, but I figure you know that
S-
already.
if you need a socket, I don't
No,
think you
no,
will.
no, that's fine. That's enough.
What's
Should
up?
be AM3 plus.
Yeah. It is AM3 Plus.
Is
That's my my chipset is an AM3
Vasquez coming?
Plus. I'm actually, that's one of the things I was debating about, is just upgrading to a
Vasquez?
higher AM3 Plus.
He was just the go-between, the
But-
middleman.
Yeah.
Have they changed that yet?
The pigeon.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
AM4
I'm
now.
the one who's
Same
buying
for.
the key.
That might be the reason I do the upgrade, is
I'm
do
just
AM4
curious
and DDR4.
what
I guess
options
as long as
you
you
could
get
do.
the money, one Hyperion bootlicker's as good as another. So, what's
Yeah,
your
because
name?
that is the current
Just so we're
chug-a-lug
on
part.
equal footing.
It's
Oh,
Reese.
also a relevant question. Which CPU do you have?
I have a
Reese.
AMD
that
FX
what I said?
8320.
Sure.
Just sit down and let's do this so we
Is
can
a
move on with our
is a
lives.
little bit on the older school,
Well, yeah. I mean,
but I mean, I'm
Okay,
surprised this thing has
so,
held up so far.
Let's see the
It still
money.
holds up okay until I add the
Cash over
visualizer
this
to the
thing.
thing. That's the only time I lose frames.
And I hope you brought
I
big
mean,
bills.
it's a pretty
Show him
beefy
the money,
card.
Vaughn.
It's a 8-core, 1.5 gigahertz card. So.
Okay. Sorry. It's all the passwords on this thing.
What's the problem?
It's not a problem. It's a security thing. Just give him a second.
Maybe this will give you some
Yeah, I have the
incentive
black
to
edition
hurry it
one.
up.
Jesus, it's fine, whatever. Yeah, 3.5.
You ever see anything so pretty in your
Sticking with the
miserable
AMD
lives?
on the processor
This thing
side.
will practically
I
dance
would,
into
I,
a wedding.
if ATI was still a
State-of-the-art
thing, I'd be
alien
doing them when it comes to my
I use it
GPU,
myself,
but
but
you know, AMD had to take that shit over and fuck it up.
Better than I imagined.
Still like their
Freaking
CPUs, but woof.
I think
Okay,
I
so,
think someone even.
The way I
I
usually
think there's
do
even
these
a meme
things.
recently about their graphics and them
I
coming out with a new one and
just
being
don't
like,
know.
oh
I
yeah,
got a-
but it's still just
I
as
got a
crappy
feeling.
as
What
whatever.
feeling?
Like it was comparing
You
AMD
said when
to
I started to get a
NVIDIA,
feeling about something,
and they
Yeah.
were
I
like,
should
yep,
tell
still
you,
still
and that we should
garbage.
walk away, right?
That was basically my takeaway.
What are you possibly
Yeah, it
feeling
could be.
right
I mean,
now?
my big
We're
thing is
almost
like,
done.
I'm not a
Okay?
huge fan of
Yeah,
NVIDIA
yeah,
graphics.
just freaking-
I was always a fan of AMD
does that
graphics, or not
sometimes.
AMD, ATI graphics. I mean, I liked them the most. I thought they had the best
So what the
sets
hell
for
are you-
price.
I
I will
just-
say that they were not always
I
the
just
they
don't
were
like-
never the top,
they've
which is
had
fair.
this
But for the
dumb
price, they were
attitude
better.
on their dumb
I
faces
don't
since the
think
moment they
AMD
walked
does that
in.
anymore.
Price
What
per
are you talking about?
usableness.
They've
Yeah,
been all
I don't think
But
AMD
nowadays,
is that.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays,
and
I would
oh,
agree.
no,
They're
sir.
kind
And
of
oh,
not.
I have the money we
Yeah,
agreed upon
AMD
right
still
here.
has some
Nothing you're
pretty
saying is
good
bad.
bang for your
Nobody
buck
does that.
values.
And especially
But
considering
my
our
experience
monkeys
with
would
the
rather bomb a small
was it
village than
R9270?
talk things through.
Or
at
yeah,
that.
R9270
Look at his
was
face.
so
What's wrong
bad
with his face?
that I
Trust
will
a
not
face
buy
like that.
AMD graphics.
Hey,
I will buy
Sasha,
AMD
Sasha,
chipsets
listen to me.
because I refuse to support Intel.
You're making a big
Um,
mistake. This money
But to be
we're
honest,
offering
right now, if
is
you're already
life
like
changing, and it's right here.
AMD
I know you don't trust Hyperion.
sided,
You think?
you're better
And I know
off
you have
right now.
zero
Hmm,
The
okay.
reason
AMD
to trust us, but
processors
I'm telling you,
are
you're not
actually
like those assholes. In fact,
markedly
we're
better
trying to
than
get
Intel
back
right
at
now.
one of the worst
Intel
assholes
has
up
been
there, and
caught
we
with their
need
pants
that
down
key to do it. So
when it comes
please,
to
I told you it was a
AMD.
matter of
don't
time.
screw over one of the biggest
like
jerks on
AMD
Hyperion.
literally
Please.
once AMD figured out Zen
So you're saying this key will get used to
Skyrocketed.
screw over some wretched
because they
Hyperion
already
students?
had they had the raw
exactly
power
what we're
already
saying.
because they couldn't do the hyper-threading thing without stomping on
Alright,
Intel's
I'm sold.
patents. So they were just like, all right, heck, we'll just
Which
go
is
with
the
raw
which is the
power.
reason I wouldn't
Just wait.
support
Yeah,
Intel.
August,
Was because of the
everything's fine now.
patents.
I mean,
And so then
I don't
all
know.
it took was them for
You really
them to
think-
figure
No,
out how to
no, it's
do
okay. The feeling's gone, August. What's the
multi-threading
deal?
without without using
I don't
Intel's
know.
patents. And once they figured out how to do it, they just
Maybe
slapped it
today's
on
not
top
right
of
for
their
this.
turbo massive raw power
Things are
cores
weird.
and went,
If you
what do you
have
what do
a
you mean
feeling about
my
this,
No, no,
my
no, I
CPU
was
is too
wrong.
fast?
We should definitely
But
do
you can't keep up with
August,
this
what-
because
what
you
are
don't
you
have
doing?
raw power
Let's just
on
finish
the
this
single
deal
core.
so we can.
No, I'm sorry,
Oh
guys. I was
man, if only you
I
had
thought I was gonna
had,
deal with Vasquez.
had to do
and
5
this,
years of
I
working
just-
on that.
I just think we
Yeah,
can
and
hold
trying
on
to
it till
keep
I-
up with
I think
something that
things are
didn't.
square.
Maybe
another time,
you
fellas.
Hun, we're
maybe you'd have
here.
really
We
wicked
should just
fast
do this.
CPUs now.
Really?
I
made up
really
my mind.
considered
August, wait.
moving
Please.
to a
This
third
is your
gen
department.
Ryzen
Do something.
because
I'm
it's
not gonna.
insane.
I never had a problem with my AMDs, man. Even back when even back when hyper-threading was, Intel only. You know I've rocked AMD the whole time, and I've had almost no problems. The biggest problem AMD had, and still might to some, I don't know about nowadays, power consumption.
Now it's on
But
par
that's
now.
But that's on par now, as far as I know.
August.
if anything, right now, I think AMD uses less power.
Actually, that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, there you go.
Like it's no longer the haha joke. It's a heater. You know, like it's no longer haha. It's a heater.
That thing saved my ass in Pennsylvania winters, though. You know that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't have a heater, so back when I lived in PA, near Doc and Andy here, I didn't have heat in my room on the, I guess, I'm gonna call it the third floor. It's really the second floor with a basement, but the basement's partially underground, partially not. Top floor. And my room did not have heater, nor did any of the upstairs, because there was an issue with the electrical heater up there. And the pellet stove that we used to use to keep the whole house warm died. So the only heat they use at the moment is the electrical heat, which is only first floor and basement. It's nice when I go back home now because I sleep in the basement. So, my old computer was an AMD ATI build with a 800 watt power supply. That thing heated the whole fucking room all the time. It was the best. 10 out of 10. Would never recommend anything else. If you need to keep warm, go build yourself an AMD, well, at the time, now I don't know, set, and just run that baby, and when you go to bed, turn it off. When you wake up, turn it on. You'll be fine. It's a heater. It was great.
Oh, nice haircut, you lying Hyperion.
Best and worst review you could ever have for computer parts, by the way.
Oh, shut
Yeah, a little bit.
Stop it! You're getting dirt in my eye!
It sucks, because I'm trying to get it in your lying mouth.
Also you.
all right. Mission accomplished. And I'm not
Oh, I remember more of this game now that I'm watching it, Doc. I forgot that you played as both characters, and then you mentioned it, and then I saw her face, and now I remember parts of this game.
I knew you were dense the moment I...
Your turn, Fiona.
My turn for what?
Tell me your
My favorite character is still
deal.
the dude there
You
because
couldn't
he
have
looks
asked
like
me
Desert Punk,
first. You kidnapped me hours ago.
like through and through.
I guess I could have.
You guess? I've been
Which I have
baking
to
in the sun
finish
with Rax
watching that
dive
anime at some
bombing me for the last...
I was gonna watch it, and then I realized the version I have is Japanese with English subtitles, and I want to watch that one English dubbed, because as you know, Mike,
get you
it's
the
funny.
videos back next time I see you.
Oh, this ought to be good.
That'd be an
Go
option.
on. I can't wait.
Because I found out the copy I have
Vault
is
Hunter showed up.
Japanese with English sub, and I was like, oh man, I want to watch this one in English because the English translations of certain things are much better. And the voice acting is okay in English. It's not great. Japanese is better voice acting, but the jokes don't work as well. Like your mother has an Audi isn't nearly as good as your mother is a dirty whore for explaining the circumstance where they say that.
Wait. How is that the most important thing? Did you forget the part about it all?
The character no one played
That
in
was
Borderlands
not my
2.
fault. Not
No one.
all of it.
No one played Zer0. Why would you play
Are you
Zer0?
making a face
No
under
reason.
there?
Zer0
I
was
can't
terrible.
tell what you're
Zer0 when you
thinking.
Play the hero.
Okay.
That fucking might as well have been the motto, Andy. You didn't even play the
Start at
game.
beginning.
It's pretty much it. You want to go invisible and then avoid things? Wrong game. Go play Splinter Cell.
I was born here, on
How many
Pandora,
ram witches
in a
does your
city
computer
cast
have?
in shadow
16?
known as Hollow Point.
I believe I was 16.
It's
Yeah.
in a cave.
Okay.
I want to say
Anyway,
yes.
For a long time, it was just me
figured.
and my sister.
That's what most people
Just a couple of kids stealing what we
can
could
do. 32,
survive.
even though GDR.
I
3 is
played
pain in the butt to
Zer0.
get.
Oh, I'm so snarf. I'm so
Until
sorry,
we met
Snarfy. I was gonna say I'm so
You're so
snarfy.
snarfy.
Sorry.
Tried to nab his wallet.
I say I'm so
Not only
snarfy.
did he
Sorry.
stop us, he showed us how to do it
But
better.
why? Wait,
We
hold on.
worked
Did you do the
together
pistol
ever
build?
since.
Please tell me you did
This
pistol
is
build,
taking too long.
or maybe
She's
snipe.
waiting.
I guess you could,
This
if you wanted to
latest
do like
scam
the
was our
pistols or the
biggest
snipers.
yet.
He's a good
The one that would
choice.
set us up for life.
Astronomically way too many.
But like,
Sounds
I hated his ability,
What can
man.
I say? A lot of these stories start
I
out
think
the
that's the
same
problem
way.
is for me when it comes to these games, I never play based off the guns I'm going to use because I just use whatever guns are available. I play off the ability, like the main like here like whatever your thing is. And so I could never play Zer0 because it was like, cool, I'm invisible and there's a clone me, or I could do more damage, or I can tank. Like I just had such a hard time ever picking that one. It's like I didn't like Mordecai in the first game, though I played it with Doc because I had already played two of the other ones.
Be sure not to let anyone touch it.
Because your Vault Hunter is random. Okay, that's totally valid, man. That's fair.
Keep them from
His ability is the reason that I poke fun at Zer0 players. It's not that because he has some good abilities. Like I think there's one of them, like one down his pistol set that's stupid broken. I think it's like, what is it? Your first shot of every magazine does extra damage, and if you combine that with the Infinity pistol, where it only has one shot and never reloads, every shot is that effect. I think. Like that's pretty broken. But I mean, in comparison to the other ones that are available in 2.
I mean, no one reacting if you think I was wrong in what I was remembering. And I looked it up, and sure enough, I'm right. Right on. Mordekaiser's the one who goes, wait.
When she gives you your role, you play it as best you can.
Also, that's
the deal
the
came
Brazilian
together
thing,
much
but
faster than
Mordekaiser
I'm
is
comfortable with, but it's
the
worth
champion
risk.
of Brazil.
So it's best to take precautions against the unforeseen.
Just
the Purple Skag
expanding
is
on
not the type of place you walk into without a backup plan.
By the way, the Super Duper Burger, fucking
I'm not
fantastic.
really a fan of guns.
I like it better than Five Guys burgers.
Guns can be a crutch.
Yeah.
But you should take it
they actually do a. No, this is a preference thing. They cook their burgers to medium rare.
One bullet.
You don't like that?
That's right.
Not gonna like it.
You'll
But they cook their
always
burgers
be
to medium
able to
rare.
talk
Unless you
about
specify.
more
You can say well done,
situations
obviously,
than
but
you can
I
shoot
don't.
your way
And they
out.
do it perfectly every time. The only thing I don't like about theirs is I think they use not the greatest cheese.
Wet paint.
Like, it's one of those things of, it's probably high quality cheese, it's just not. I'd rather American cheese on a burger, man. I would. You might like it because it's cheddar. You might actually be more a fan. I'm not.
PogChamp.
I want American cheese on my burger, man. I want crappy American cheese every time.
Gross.
It's so good on a burger, man. It is so good. I don't like it anywhere else, really. Oh no, I like it on my grilled cheese. In a cooked sandwich, I guess, melted. It's gotta be melted. American cheese is delicious melted.
Yeah, you get it.
American
all
cheese
out.
slices, cold, or even lukewarm, gross. With handy, 100% gross. But you melt that, or like Velveeta, oh, please. So good. That plastic cheese, take it every day.
Okay, so, arbitrary numerical numbers. Your 8320
Figures.
scores an 8,000 on Passmark.
Sure.
And then the
Where art and
8370
culture
scores 9,000.
Hmm.
The 9370 scores 9,400. And then the 9590 scores 10,188.
Jesus, okay.
Piss off.
But it's
Are those
4.7 gigahertz
Money.
clock speed, 5 gigahertz turbo, 220 watts.
I mean, luckily I got a
Compared to your 125 watt.
Well, I've got luckily a
Sorry.
1K
Rose
power
gotta
supply
eat.
in this machine.
Yeah, well there you go.
He's
So you
dying
could
anyway.
move to
That's
a
fine.
95, 90, but you really wouldn't gain much, yeah.
Take the money you need.
So if you're going down that road, you're probably better off
Ouch.
AM4.
going AM4, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, like for example here,
Sorry, no one's getting in here
a
today, pretty lady.
Ryzen 7
VIP's on.
2700X scores 16,009.
So I would double, okay.
There's the Firestone Tavern down the road. If you
And
really
that's
need a
not
drink,
even, like-
they'll take care of you.
I don't think the 2700X
Well, that's good,
is
because
like,
I'm a
it's
VIP.
not even like
What?
high tier. That's actually,
Really?
okay, that's only
Yep.
second gen.
So if you could just get the door
And
closed.
Wait, 1 second. I don't know.
Not even
miss.
like, you know,
No
turbo
offense, but you look pretty regular to me.
pricey.
VIPs
It's
are
170
fancy
bucks.
folk. Anyway, I
On
should have a
Newegg,
list
brand new.
somewhere. Wait a second. That's you there. Your face is on that paper with that writing
almost
on it.
double the score.
What's that about, huh? What's them words
200
say?
bucks.
And don't you lie and go
Plus another
taking
200 bucks
advantage of
and-
me.
Just let me
I think I
through.
priced,
This doesn't have to get
It says you're
messy.
VIP. It says you're VIP. No.
You're kidding, right? That their guns on
Why you do that? Oh God, Mike, why?
You've got a knack for numbers.
That's right. And what I know is, you're gonna need more bullets than that from me.
Hey, Tector. Can you count how many I got?
It's fine.
Hey, I was trying to act tough. Why you gotta go
Kid
and make
sister
me
partner
look
in
bad?
crime.
You're gonna look a lot worse with no head.
Don't tell no one I'll let y'all in.
Pulling a gun? Sure. You couldn't talk your way past that dope? Shut up.
I would have just been like, that's the VIP list. He would have been like, I guess so. Tearing it down? Tear it down. Good choice.
Dude. Dude. That's an insane pass mark score. The new... Yeah. Q1 2020. So, the new AMD Ryzen
August is with
Threadripper.
someone else, so we gotta
Love that name. Anyway.
3990X.
He keeps asking about you, so I'm just gonna tell you everything I told
Clock
him.
speed of 2.9 gigahertz.
Great.
I'm gonna
So,
not tell you
here's the
how many cores it
You're
has.
Lydia Strauss.
I'm gonna let you
We're old
guess
friends.
based
You're
on
an
the pass
archaeologist
mark
that
score,
stole the
okay?
vault key from a dig site on Eden 6.
Turbo
But you're
boost to
originally from
4.3
Eden 5.
gigahertz.
You contacted
Power
me and we
usage
met
of
at Pilot Pete's
280
just after
watts.
Mercenaries Day to talk about the deal. Then I said you
54,319
August
pass
and I
mark
go make
score.
the deal, then we split the money 3 ways. The rest of it, you're just gonna have to improvise.
2 cores per
Did you get all that?
physical.
Sort
2
of.
logical
I
cores
told you.
per physical,
It's a
so
lot,
it's
I
hyper-threaded.
know.
Yes, Sasha, I got it. This isn't my first
From
rodeo.
6, originally from 5.
Good.
Something from Pete's.
That's relief.
Mercenary Day.
Tommy, come on. How far do we go back?
I've known your family a
Doing
real
math.
long time, August.
Hey,
right.
there's a market back
Which
there.
is why this is all gonna
Get
work
lost.
out.
I'm guessing it's
You say hi
16
to the
cores.
missus.
16.
Will do, August.
Yeah,
Buddy.
Doctor,
16.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, boss?
64.
make sure
Are you
Tommy
fucking
gets
kidding
home.
me? Jesus Christ.
Thanks again.
Can I? Do you want to super incorrectly guess how much it costs?
2K.
Well, you're better than 16 cores. 4K.
August?
Ugh.
Hey, August. This is...
Oh, hey. Sasha tells me you've got something really cool to show me.
That's the new high water mark on the pass mark.
It's Lydia, right? Strauss?
yeah.
Sasha's told me a
I
lot
didn't even know
about
we
you.
were that
She
high
ensures
up
me
now.
you can be trusted.
That's me, Lydia Strauss.
The
Sorry about
the
the delay.
Threadripper
I hope I didn't
underneath
keep you
that
waiting.
is 32 cores, and it scores 48,000, and it's only 2K. Half the money, half the cores, but because it runs at 3.7 gigahertz, it's
He's definitely not using the Jacobs.
it's only
The little bastard
Ah,
had a Molly 1
6,
shield on.
8
Shocked me real good.
less
Sorry about the mess,
1,000
boss.
pass marks.
Won't happen again.
You just switch to the Jacobs. Then you just need
Well,
one
And
shot
then
to
here
kill
we
him.
go.
That
Here's
was
the
exciting.
next pass mark
Bring us over a
down
couple drinks, then start mopping
from
up
that.
blood.
That's 24
I don't want to
cores.
have to get the floors repainted.
Save another $200, and you're
Sure
at
thing, babe.
46,000.
Let's get to business.
And then that's the last Threadripper, I guess, for that gen.
Skip out on his tab.
Yeah, something like that.
So the Ryzen 9 3900X.
Nice place you got
That
here.
is listed
yeah.
as being
Does the job. Breaks about even,
$469,
which is about the most I can ask.
which is
Have a
not
seat.
bad for high-end CPU. 12 cores, 105 watts, clock
So,
speed of
how long have you
3.8
been an
gigahertz.
archaeologist?
31,000.
Oh shit, I remember.
Fascinating work. Getting out
900
there in the
on
dirt,
pass mark.
covering priceless artifacts.
That's insane.
Long enough to find a vault key.
Well, that seems like the perfect
For only
amount of time.
$500.
That's interesting. Where'd you say you found this again?
Eden 6.
Refresh my memory. Sasha mentioned it was one of the Edens.
I found it on Eden 6, at a dig site there.
Right, Eden 6. Marcus is always talking about that place. Says it's really nice.
It's nice when you find a vault key there.
It most certainly is.
The 8-core Ryzen 7 3800X, 3.9 gigahertz.
All right. Let's have a look.
Little bit
Of
over
course.
$300, about $340 or so. 24,000.
Past one. Whoa. It's pretty.
Alright, actually it's about 350 right now. On Newegg. That's so
I play cool.
It's beautiful. Sorry, I haven't touched anything this expensive before.
So, but yeah, basically the whole point, long and short of this is
I'm sold. I'll call Vasquez.
It probably
to get this
makes
going.
sense to just build an
You have a little something right there.
I don't think there's a. So this is the thing I don't like about this game, Mike. I don't think there's a way you can get away with this.
Are you buying this bulky or what? Cause Hey, wait. Do you have me on speaker? Seriously? No, look.
But I'm not
I
sure.
don't even know what obstinate means, man. What I know is I gotta move this thing right now. I know what obstinate means. These Hyperion guys get uncomfortable around people that sound too competent. Expect a nervous, small-time Pandoran fuck. So I give them what they want. No, man, this thing is hot. I got offers, so if you want it, you gotta get down here. No, we'll be there soon. That ain't good enough, buddy boy. I ain't that guy. I'm trying to do you a solid here.
How well do you know this Vasquez guy?
We've met a few times.
I would have chose that question.
He's a bit of a prick, but most Hyperion guys
when
are.
you said, "Do you really trust the guy?"
Look, let me make it crystal clear. I want $10 million. That's right. We'll be waiting for you. Yeah? You say hi to your... He hung up. All right. Sasha will hold the key, since it's clear you don't trust me alone with it. And seeing as I just had a guy killed in front of you, I'm not even offended. Bring your gun, babe.
Got it.
So that's it?
She'll let you know when it's done, where to get your money.
I think no one noticed the phase on this.
We'll follow in the caravan.
We're in position.
Why isn't anyone
Let
using
us
a
know when they
Jacobs?
Hey, August, you got a little something on your face. Come here, let me get that for you.
Thanks, hon.
I
See, it
can't
worked
believe
out.
you let him touch the key.
Oh, all right.
No touch. That's what you said.
See, I always,
What was I supposed to
feel
do?
like no matter what you
You
do,
were
it goes to
supposed to
does
stop
the
it.
same thing.
The look on your face when he
Same
smeared it on his cheek.
Yeah, maybe I'm
not
wrong.
funny.
I'd be happy to be wrong.
Still is actually,
Because I remember watching you play this. It was very different than when I played it.
What happened?
So we made very different
Stuck in traffic?
decisions.
Oh, well, excuse me. I don't know if you heard the explosions outside, but, you know, we had to mow down about a couple hundred bandits just so we could ring the goddamn doorbell. Just in time for the spring collection. Yeah, well, that's Pandora for you. If it ain't a friggin' bug stampede, some jerk-off is using you for rocket practice.
All right, well, I'll just leave you to your business things then.
I'm August. But I figure you know that already. Is Vasquez coming?
There are two guys here, but neither of them are Vasquez.
He may have sent some lackeys. Didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Oh, damn it. One of them has an echo eye implant. If he scans the key, he'll know it's a fake. They're still talking, but there's no way they're not gonna scan it.
Felix, we need to disable it.
Yes. Okay, yes.
Funny thing is, I didn't even scan it.
Does that affect
There's a
it?
small EMP
I
device
don't
in the
know.
chest over there. Grab it for
I
me
don't
while
think so. I don't
assemble
think I got a
detonator.
chance.
What?
See, that would be a little bit more interesting if you knowing what you did before allowed you to make
Is
those
this it?
choices.
Yes, that's the one. Here. This will generate a low-level electromagnetic pulse. That
Wait, is
should
this
be
it?
enough
Yeah,
to
that's the
scramble
one.
his
Any
system.
of them would have been the
But
one.
you need it
Because it
close
doesn't
to the
matter.
key.
Actually, it
Sasha,
does.
on my signal,
Does
you
it? I remember
need
that's
to
a
get the
specific one
case
I needed.
over to the vent
Oh.
behind you.
It's the fancy looking
How the
one.
hell do I do that?
I
They
don't
all
know.
look the same to me.
Figure it out. There's a ventilation shaft in the back that'll give you access. Once you're in, I'll talk you through. Stay in the shadows. The walls are paper thin. Don't be seen. Don't be heard. Go! Hurry!
Oh, yeah, the scanning doesn't matter. Because you disable it, right?
I can see him.
That's
We
the
don't
whole
have
point of
long.
that device.
How do I get inside?
Yeah,
There should be
okay.
an air duct that leads to the room they're in. Find it. That's where you'll take your position.
Right. On it.
Look at handsome Jack. Poor handsome Jack.
Not poor at all. Fuck that dude. If I could kill him again, I would. If I had the option to shoot him in the dick, I would have done it.
But he's such a good character.
He is a well-crafted piece of shit character.
Are you in
But
position?
he's well-crafted, I'll give you that.
Almost
And then they fuck it up in the pre-sequel.
When you get to the end of the air duct,
What? He's a good guy in the pre-sequel.
They made him so much less interesting.
Give him more
He
backstory.
could've- No. Instead of him being a well-crafted bad guy who didn't need no like, oh, I was once a good guy, eventually I turned evil. No. All you had to do, he was evil. He was a great evil character, and they didn't need to give him any form of sympathy, and he would have been amazing. But instead, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna make him somewhat of a good guy, so that you try to feel for this piece of shit." When he was a great bad guy, he was so good as just a pure bad guy. It was the best pure bad guy I've seen in a video game, and they fucked it up by making him have some kind of tragic backstory.
Just get out of there. I need to
They
get
could have
home.
kept him evil. It would have been more
I gotta
interesting.
go.
We were having such a nice
It wasn't like he was a one-dimensional bad guy.
See anything so pretty
You
in
didn't
your
need the
miserable
backup.
lives?
You didn't need to understand that he wanted to be a good guy because he kept saying it the whole time in the fucking second game. But no, we had to make that really clear by showing how he was a good guy. In case you can't tell, I fucking hate the pre-sequel, and there's a reason we're not playing it tonight. Outside of the fact that we got stuck on leveling things, and also Doc is totally done with that game.
Let me come with you. It's been a long time since I had any friends. Back in Oasis, I had a lot of friends.
Fine.
Fine.
Just stay quiet and make yourself useful.
You won't regret this.
Only because I like him. It's the only thing I remembered from the DLC.
Yeah.
Literally
I didn't
the
even
only
remember him.
thing.
I didn't even remember him, to be honest. I remember more of like Scarlet betraying us, but at the point of betray, blah 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 blah.
Get the EMP onto the case.
Why did Borderlands 2 have such bad DLC? I don't understand. Main game was so good. Tiny Tina's was the only one that's okay.
Because game is the suck.
I don't know, man. Game was
So you're saying this key will get
Game-
used to
Borderlands 2
screw
was a good
over
game.
some wretched Hyperion
very
storage?
good game.
That's
Just
exactly
the DLC went to complete shit.
All right, I'm sold.
Good work, Fiona.
Aren't we gonna join your friends?
No, we're gonna sit here
Oh
and
man,
play
if
the
you buy
quiet
a
game.
Ryzen CPU, you get 3 months of Xbox Game Pass for the PC for free.
When you hear the signal,
On Newegg, at
activate
least.
the EMP.
Got it.
Don't I already have that because of you?
You do have it already, yes.
August,
Yeah.
wait!
And I've played well one game with it so far.
This is your department. Do something.
I haven't even beaten the game.
August.
What?
Was playing the Outer World.
Come
I actually
on,
like that
man.
game. It's just I can't stream it.
Please.
I ran into the Smitty problem with it, and I was like, God damn it.
Dude, $10 million.
Dang you, Smitty.
That's not his fault. He upgraded his
Said
computer
it was the
because of
Smitty
that
problem,
game.
so it's the Smitty problem.
No, same problem as Smitty.
Dang you, Smitty.
Oh my god.
Also, why is Nintendo Direct at 9 in the morning?
Okay, Fiona, he's about to scan it.
I think it's because they prioritize Japan. I think.
What time is 9 in the morning Eastern in Japan?
Fiona, he's about.
I wanna say that's is that midnight? No, hold on. I need to look up time zones.
How'd you not notice he had a robot arm?
He dropped it? What do you mean he dropped it?
The hell? It's fake?
though that's a guess on whether or not.
Zer0. They bigger up than you.
Now, Bossa Nova, you know what I'm searching for. Tell me where it is.
I did not know that he talked in haiku.
I got no idea what you're
Oh, yeah,
talking
that's
about, Vulture.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why when you're Claptrap, when I was Claptrap in the pre-sequel, I'll give him credit for this. When you get the Zer0 ability, Claptrap tries to do a haiku, but he does a haiku on accident. Like he screws it up and goes something something, and it actually still makes a haiku. So 11.
Did these fellas come with you?
No, they were definitely not invited.
What the hell is going on?
So it's 10 p.m. I think, Andy.
Okay, this is bad, but we can salvage it.
But I want to say
still
it.
thinking
Oh, that's the other
about
way of doing it. Minus. Latch is 11 p.m. Tokyo. I don't know if that's intentionally for them or not then. Because it's 9 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be 11 p.m. Tokyo.
Sorry. Sasha! Help me push this thing down.
I had to pull up a time zone map for that one because I don't know that one off the top of my head.
Yeah, time zones are complicated.
I'm pretty good with like I know what the UK is, so
Yeah,
for
but
me, I like the Germany time zones and stuff.
Run, Trade, run.
So the thing with like the UK when it comes to time zone is the UK is basically GMT. So
yeah,
I already know that East Coast time is -5 GMT because it's literally on everything when you set the time.
Okay, now easy.
So
Sasha, I'm fine.
Oh, I never thought about that.
like so many things. Like if you're like setting the time on some time service for like what time zone you're in, it'll always say plus. For me, it'll always say -5.
Now, hold
For
on.
you, it'll always
It's not what
say
it looks.
-9.
Okay, it is, but I am really sorry.
Eight,
Okay.
-8.
Give us one good reason we shouldn't shoot you and drag your bodies out that.
It's -8 for or well no. It is. I am -8 from GMT, so GMT is +8.
Lie to me, Sasha.
Right.
You should never, ever lie to me, Sasha.
So that's how I always know. I always know.
Just drive. Away from here.
Because the only time where that gets funky is when daylight savings time starts, which is in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's
So,
March 8th.
What do we do with them?
I just saw that today. I was like, dang.
So tomorrow at 9 a.m. they're doing the direct.
What did you do with them, huh?
Might have that up on stream.
You weren't even supposed to.
I might start this stream with this. Hi, we're watching Nintendo Direct. They were playing Dark Souls level 1.
No.
Well, why not?
As it turned out.
Oh no, because it's
saying in your time.
I'll give Sasha this.
Oh, that's right.
From the start, she knew not to trust them. Well, I just
Well, I guess I'm waking up early.
Annoyed.
Enough. What happened next?
I want to see it, and I don't want to see it at the same time because I'm not. I hate watching trailers. I hate watching trailers, man. They're the worst.
We should just
But
shoot them first.
because I always feel like watching a trailer just gives me either hopes or doubts for something that I'm better off going in blind.
Oh yeah.
No, actually,
That's why I don't watch movie trailers. I don't watch.
I was trying to kill him.
Yeah, I was trying to kill him. Oh.
Yeah, see the
Okay, continue.
the initial trailer for the game is why I bought it.
I don't think I watched the trailer.
I
kind of figured you didn't since you.
Yeah, just explain that. But like, I'm thinking about it. Like, did I? I don't think I did. I saw the announcement. That's it. Tom Nook was all I needed. I saw Tom Nook. They're still doing Tom Nook. I'm in. You got me. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Nothing. Am I in Tom Nook? I'm in Tom Nook. Let's go.
Maybe I saw the same thing you're talking about. The announcement video.
Of course you did.
That's all I
Because
need.
it was at like it was at a different Nintendo Direct.
Back, you won't be able to open it.
Yeah, I think that was
Top
the
the line
was that the
biometric
Smash
lock.
one?
It's impossible to open
Might
without
have been,
me and
yeah.
my passcodes.
It was
Get the
like a
keys
one
into
thing.
my
Oh, by
hands
the
and I
way,
can open
there's a one more thing.
It was just super quick, and I was just like,
Beginning
yes,
case
yes. I'm actually curious if they're gonna do more than just Animal Crossing tomorrow. And what they
I
might
don't
do.
think so. Well, I mean, you
We'll
never
get
know.
on
It's 25 minutes.
Call the vet. Yeah, Vaughn. I know.
You want to call more
So-
Hyperion after us?
Calm down, son.
It's possible
Let's
that
see
they
what
do
can
more,
do.
but
Thank you.
And then kill them.
it
if they
also could be.
betray us.
So Sarah was talking about this on her stream, her birthday stream. She was like,
What the hell is going on down
"I'm
there?
surprised
You were supposed
we
to
haven't
do
gotten
the deal,
anything
then come
more
right
about
back.
Animal
People are
Crossing
looking for
yet.
you
Like,
now.
like a month out from the game coming out, and
I'll do what I can.
nothing. Haven't heard any more. No more trailers. No nothing. No more information about what things for the game. And then literally the next day after she said that, they announced that there was going to be a direct.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 1 month before the game comes out.
Anything?
Not without implicating all three of us. I already had
So
security
I mean, I don't know.
asking me
It'll
everything I know.
probably.
You two are gonna need me to get back to Helios once you clean up this mess.
Can't you just get on the network and track the money?
Mostly that. I wouldn't be. I mean, it wouldn't be uncalled for
Like
them
I said,
to, you know, put
My
something else
login ID
at
is
the
being
end.
monitored up here. Look, I'm doing my best up here to keep any extra heat off you, but you have to find somebody else. There's only so
It just
much I
says
can do.
an in-depth look
I
at
shouldn't be talking to you
Nook
this long. No
Inc.'s
trace
Deserted Island Getaway package.
Fantastic. Oh, thanks for nothing, Yvette.
Don't even start. I'm doing my best to
5
keep you off
minutes of
Vasquez's
Animal
radar.
Crossing,
Just
20
clean up your
minutes
mess
of
so I don't have to deal with
everything.
it anymore.
Not.
Why are you being rude to Yvette?
An ID from another employee.
What did Yvette do to you?
Talk to other employees.
So, you've
Mike,
got
why are you mean? Why are you being mean?
Hang on, hang on.
Because
Why are you being mean? She couldn't help.
she could.
No, it would literally get her killed.
Guys left on the planet. We'll have to
In
improvise.
what world?
In this world, for sure.
What about Professor Nakayama?
Not even a question.
I mean, Hyperion probably doesn't even realize he's dead. I'll bet his ID is still valid.
Look, just give up the act,
sure?
Hyperion.
Pause. Dude, the amount of people that get killed for less than this game franchise is staggeringly high.
Take us straight to the money.
If you aren't dead, you know someone who died. And I don't mean that in this like normal sense. I mean like horrific sense.
You can keep wandering around the desert, or you can look at me and learn how it's done.
Who else remembers being terrorized every single commercial break by the Madagascar 3 trailer?
That's a good idea.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Andy, are you okay? Andy, you alright?
Good times.
This is the like 3 varying degrees of Ghost Think, by the way. Andy, when it comes to TV culture, has a lot more of it down than me and Mike.
Got the tracker working.
When it comes to movies, I kind of take the cake. And when it comes to obscure television and movies, Mike takes the cake.
Where'd everybody go?
Like, no joke.
We are a balanced.
Moxie!
Nice to meet you, Miss Moxie. Not too shabby. In that
one can
crazy
make
Pandora
coffee.
kind of way.
One can make food. And I can eat food and drink
God!
coffee.
I'm literally holding a chopstick, and if I could stab you through the internet, I would. I'll poke you. I'll poke you. You couldn't come up with anything? You gotta eat. Yeah, I can eat. Nothing.
Who knows what kind of skeletons
No,
that
mine
old
would
man's
probably be
keeping in
bacon.
Oh, okay.
Fairly good at baking.
I make that
I
trade.
don't like to bake because it's so much work.
Oh my god.
It is!
It's not that bad.
The cleanup side, especially, you have to use
Oh yeah, hold on. We ain't. No. Clean up. I'm with you. Okay, never mind. If that's the complaint, I'm with you.
You gotta use 700 bowls.
Yeah. You gotta do a lot of measurements. You gotta do a lot of clean. Yeah,
You gotta,
cleanup is terrible. 100% when it comes to cooking. It is the worst part of it. I will forever cook or bake food for anybody any day as long as they're gonna do the dishes. That's all I care.
Yeah. Boy, whenever you made that one cooking stream, because I don't remember because it's a cooking
so
stream.
we decided to wander around the desert.
But there was like
you
you started
all over the
with
floor while you
no
were
dishes,
unconscious.
and then by the time you were done, you had a mountain.
Mind you, I made 10 days worth of food that day.
This place is
Yeah, but still, mountain.
It was a mountain, though. Yeah, it was 10 days worth of dishes at once.
I'm just
So
like,
do we want to do one episode a night, or?
It's up to you. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going?
Apart from waking up completely
I mean, if you
alone
want,
in
we
a
could
crappy
do like
trailer with
we could do one tonight and then do one tomorrow night,
Thanks for the concern.
and then we can do like twice a week because there's what 5 episodes or 6?
Just
It's
blacked
5.
out.
Yeah, it's 5. So it's up to you if you want to do more than one in one night, or if you'd rather just do one and then we can just do more late nights. Because there's a chance that depending how things go, I might be working next week. So yeah, late nights, more late nights.
Wow.
Late nights are gonna become more of a thing I can do, Doc. More of a thing I'm gonna want to do.
The only thing that you can do.
The only thing you can do.
Tune in next time.
It's more like every band on
Kyle
the
has
side
a
of the
job.
planet has shown up.
Yay.
How
Most
about
likely.
it, Mr. Roboto? Do you see any
We'll
way
see.
to get inside?
Again, if it's a good
Would
offer.
be surprised if you didn't get it.
And then I'm gonna have to change my
Because you're the best person they've interviewed. That makes me go, how crappy are the people you're interviewing? Or
Thanks, Andy.
How good is Kyle?
Oh, okay.
You know,
I'm pretty good at this stuff, man.
60-40 on this.
I did
Which
this like
way it
8
goes,
years.
but listen, just because you have 8, you could have 8 years. Plenty of people have 8 years of experience and are garbage at what they do.
That's true.
Okay.
But I will say the caveat to that is that the years at the gig out here, I had to be good because we had 4 people for 700 to 900 person company depending on the year.
Oh yeah. Sure.
So it's like if you weren't good, it wasn't.
Can't we just go in the same way the Vault Hunter did?
That was the what's it called? Trial by fire. That was the last job. The Wild Wild West.
Something wrong?
You know what made Zer0 a cool character to play in Borderlands 2? If stealth mechanics were a part of this game.
But it's guarded.
So not
If
2.
Borderlands had stealth,
you found a way in.
if Borderlands
Now
had stealth
remember, to
mechanics,
get in
Zer0
and out
actually
of
would have
there
been fun to
quickly.
play.
We've already taken too many risks today.
You're
I
not
think it would
coming
have been fun
along?
if it was just
Somebody needs to stay
2.
and protect the getaway. I'll be waiting for your signal.
maybe 3.
There is a third game that me and Mike are
And
gonna
Fiona,
play once he's done with this.
Sasha,
Has it got a
Be
person named
prepared.
3 instead of
don't
0?
trust anyone.
I don't think so.
Well, that's a missed opportunity.
It's like it's Zero's cousin 3.
We've got a way in, but how are we gonna get down there?
I mean, but Zero's
Have you
name was spelled with a
forgotten
0
about the
for his
bandit parade
O.
going by?
If that helps you, Andy.
That's the easy part.
I don't think it does.
First, we find a crafty hiding spot. Then we make ourselves a new friend.
Oh, they also made people mad by announcing more
Fiona and
colors
Sasha
for,
find cover in order to
for
sneak
the
closer.
Switch Lite.
While we
fair.
casually take our new pal for a stroll.
But what isn't fair is the fact that they don't make colors for the Switch. Switch
Then we borrow a
should come
gun
in
from one of
colors.
the guards, making sure that
Other than, you know,
nobody
the
doesn't feel left out.
Animal Crossing.
The Animal Crossing one, which, I mean, at this
Yeah,
point,
I'm
you
not
can't-
getting that
secret
game.
entrance,
I'm getting the
which leads us
Pokemon
to
game.
the briefcase.
Yeah, me and Mike were talking about that.
Celebrate our swift
Pokemon
and
Dungeon,
easy
right?
victory. And we are good to
Yeah.
go.
No, that's not a Pokemon.
Everyone got that?
That is a
Dungeon
game.
defense.
Literally a
Guys?
dungeon crawler.
Yeah, ain't no one gonna play that.
It's Untalented Cousin 3.
it.
I like how it's spelled out.
Oh yeah, that's a good way of doing that. The THR33. Dude, that'd be pretty. That's clever. That's actually Andy made a good point. I like that idea.
I'm gonna assume you just did everything I was
And
saying.
I like the name that Snarfy gave it because it matches so well. Sadly, there's no way to make a 2 or a 1 where that works. But the 3's a good one. I haven't looked through a single character of Borderlands 3. Don't care. I'm basically gonna go look at all of them and go, I don't know what any of you do, and I'm gonna pick whichever one I think looks the most interesting.
I like Zane.
I got this.
Yeah, because he's
Okay,
Scottish and you get that choice.
Give me a second.
Is one of them's a melee, right?
Fiona,
Please God, tell me
No,
one of
it's
them's
a
melee.
singer.
open up, please.
Which one? Wait,
I said, please tell me one of them is melee.
Chill out.
Yeah. But
I think the siren might be.
No!
Miley Cyrus is in this?
I hate sirens.
Separate us so you could pick us off.
Sirens are pretty annoying.
And what I mean by melee, she gets like a ground pound and stuff.
I can't believe I trusted someone from Hyperion. We should never
Ground
have let
pound.
you come with us.
Isn't that?
Zane is actually the
Bowser?
brother of
You're not running the show.
You got a better idea than.
Fine.
What would you like to do?
Captain
We
Flint
has a brother.
keep
and
moving.
the other Flint dude from the first game.
Walk in
Who?
front of me.
Huh?
From Michigan, huh?
That's interesting.
It's interesting.
Why is he? Why are they? Why are they
Vaughn,
helping
copy?
everybody then?
Come in, Vaughn.
Because they're
Why,
water.
why would he
issues.
help them then? Like help the wall hunters?
Because he's a mercenary.
Well, he's on the move.
Mercenaries
close.
don't
Actually, he's
help.
assassin.
They murder everyone.
Yeah, it's still confusing, Mike. Unless he hated his brothers. then
To be
maybe.
honest, it's more confusing.
Oh, Laura. I just know that he's
I don't know Laura.
I just know he's the brother of those two guys.
Yeah. I know. I trust you on that. It's just.
I thought you would want to play as the girl who gets the mech.
Nope. I want
Why
to
would
punch
you want
people.
why would you want to be the girl who gets a mech?
Stop.
What's a mech?
No.
Actually, mech was really good in the second game. It was probably the Mechromancer, the thing, Andy, that I was playing that I didn't have to pay attention. I just kind of ran around shooting walls.
Actually, I looked it up. If you do the mech
Name
person,
someone a
I
mech.
also can.
I'll take the one on the
There's a
left,
gunner
I'll take the one
seat
on the
on the top of your mech that I can jump into.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I know
Now
you
it's
Hyperion
now his name is
guys
your
don't
mech.
like getting your hands dirty. They probably didn't teach you
What are
this
you,
kind of stuff in
what are you trying to do,
finishing
Andy?
school.
I got this.
Do you
Said
even
a
know
mech.
what you're doing?
I'm figuring it out.
So I named him a
That's
mech.
what I do. It's kind of my
A
thing.
mech.
Come on.
A-M-E-C-H. A mech.
How do you not have a kid? God damn, the dad jokes are so bad.
And then
How are your jokes worse than mine?
Then there's
I don't know how that's possible.
There's a hunter dude
Listen, this is what I do
who has pets.
when I don't know what people are talking about.
So yeah, there's a robot who's basically.
Can we talk about the fact that Doc is practically the masked singer when he plays late night?
The what?
I'm looking at your camera. It's basically a silhouette. It's literally a silhouette with Christmas lights behind it.
Oh, is that you?
With bright white lights
what is
behind
this?
you.
Is this for real or is this a
Look, if it was half his face covered, I'd agree with you, but it's full face.
Wait, that's not Eric. No, it's not Eric. It's your Stop squirming.
What is his
You need some
his
help over there?
fullness of face
It
have
looks
anything
like
to
you're
do with
struggling a bit. I already took out mine, so.
this situation?
You're talking
It's not
isn't the
bad.
masked singer the guy from
No, he doesn't.
Masked singer is celebrities who sing on TV show with them.
Even the
Masked
bandit's unimpressed.
I thought you were talking Phantom of the Opera.
No, that's Phantom of the Opera.
I thought he had like an alternate name at one point. Because they call him the Phantom in it, but they had him like whatever. Never mind.
Need that right now.
Oh, half face.
No, yeah. That's why I thought you were referencing that, and I was like,
No.
Get that for you.
Masked singer, yeah, it's a show where you have to figure out who they are based on their voice only.
Come on! You cannot tell me that wasn't
And
cool.
so like people
You
like,
are not cool.
it's like a
Hyperion
competition to
Tech
see
is
whether
cool.
people can guess who they are or not.
We need to get the
And
lift
then
working.
slowly they eliminate them and they get revealed as people figure out who they are.
This is all old Atlas tech.
Someday I'm gonna order Mike a ring light.
then you have a light just staring you in the face.
Worldly sent me a link for an Amazon one.
It's locked.
That's
Is
like
it
$14.
Needs a password.
Oh, no, you need a $9 one.
Stupid.
The one that Kyle has, that I got Kyle, was $9 bucks.
Hack it.
Then do
Wait,
it.
wait,
I'm
why
actually
do I
tempted
need
to
it?
buy a second one.
Why do you need to see me? You just need to see the game.
Because we
Why
don't care
do you have
about
a
the
fake
game.
cam at all then?
Yeah. How you doing?
That's my logic of it. If I only need to see the game, then you don't need a camera at all.
Oh, come on, really? I thought we were past this.
Past this.
Yeah, I'm with the. I'm
Do
here
you
for
even
you.
know
dude.
what Hyperion
There's
means to
there's
us on
there's
Pandora?
games that I watch you play. But you know I have
They cost you.
negative
If I
interest
want to
in.
watch,
Hyperion
Tales of the
brings order.
Borderlands,
Order
I'm
my
gonna go
ass.
watch the biggest person
You're
who
a
plays
bunch of
it,
murderers.
probably.
Think what you want. Me? I'd
I
rather
don't
play
care
for the winning team.
at all
You make me sick.
about Tales of the Borderlands, though. So I'm gonna watch you.
It's one of the power systems starting up.
We're watching you, Mike. We're looking right at you. We're looking into your soul.
Fun fact.
Good thing I'm in the shadows then.
Fun fact.
You're actually kind of illuminated right now.
I know. As soon as I fucking said that.
Of the Borderlands. And you are the only person
Helios
playing this game.
Helios.
So Andy's point is irrelevant.
What's it like?
My point is completely irrelevant.
I'm
the only one doing it.
Day after day for the most
You have captured 100% of the market
corporation in the whole
on
wide universe.
Twitch right now.
Is it fun?
There are
Possibly all platforms.
29,700 people following this category.
I'm just curious.
Look, when I was 10 years old, I started a club.
And
with
an
my friends
unmentioned
just so I had an
number are
excuse
here
to
right
print
now.
Business cards. All I've ever wanted to do was run a company.
That reminds me, I need business
Brain's
cards.
the biggest company there is, so yeah.
Well, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I'm trying to open up here.
Stay closed if the story
Can you
involves
do me a
tiny
favor?
business
Can
cards.
tagline your business card? I'll be always bustin'.
I have to.
Both for the Monka S part of that and because of the thing. Like, can we get it? Can that be the thing?
Can I help you?
Your stun baton.
Oh man.
It's the
So
JR
I can
5000.
design you
Can I-
business cards, but we
can I
have
see
to
it?
come up with
Hold
what
it.
your
I guess I should
color,
say.
what your design is.
What if I
So
say
like
please?
right
Would
now,
that make it
you're the
easier
only
for you?
one left
'Cause I'm
with
not
the
saying please.
OG ghosting colors.
Even though I've technically said it twice now.
No.
I've actually been
What?
working on something,
said no.
Andy. I'll
Who
send it
says
to
I
you
can't
over the
just
weekend.
take it from you?
Good. Don't send it to me
Who
now
else?
because I need to
And
go
I
to
said
bed.
Anything you're
Oh yeah, I want to get a. I have a concept I want to run by
Get the
you.
lift working.
But I want to like.
Because you know how.
I'm doing my way and your our way of doing this basically.
Right. Right. You get 90%
Also,
of the way
consider that
done
I
with
have
something, and then
graphics
I redo
down
all.
below,
That's what I'm talking
Well, yeah,
about.
at the same time.
Okay,
All that'll
I'm
get done at the
impressed.
same time.
and I have
I
graphics
suppose
for
we're
YouTube
not
channel.
completely useless after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Andy does a
That's a relief.
package, Mike, he does it
Yeah,
full.
get the lift
It does.
moving.
You go
I got
full
in,
package.
but it didn't give me the right.
Like,
You
if you
do
look
have
at
a
my-
couple more things than I do, but it really won't take that much more.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Hurry up.
Really not that bad. The whole point is, it's so much easier when you template everything. Like I have everything, just extra. Like when I redid yours, I literally just had to make like the change in like 2 places and then just re-export everything.
Yeah, the hardest thing. That's actually what I've been working at, and the hardest thing for Andy is actually, I would say, is making the font templates. If we have
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, once the font template's set, you don't have to touch it. You just turn layers on and off and then export stuff.
Yeah, I do.
So,
Uh,
I don't think it'd be that bad.
Give me a sec.
What's not making things better?
My brain is not working correctly, it looks like.
Depending on what the design looks like. I know we talked about color schemes before, but I'm not good at.
It's funny, you're really good at design, by the way. I just gotta give you. It's literally, you're literally the firearm of design. If I point you a direction and shoot, you'll hit the target every fucking time. But I gotta do those first steps.
Right. You gotta come up with the concept,
Wow.
and then I can do the rest.
Could you let me know
Oh,
if
hey,
this
Zer0.
record is
While
going?
you get
I really need
bombarded with 700,000 screenshots of. Is this what you mean?
You're really
Well, Danny,
cool.
that's like done. Well, I know it's like done, but is this what you
I
wanted?
love you, man.
And let's tweak this part a little.
Yeah, the sun's about a 1/4 inch too high. Okay.
No, thankfully that was not the problem at all. You
I mean,
you
it
had
was
it
at the
perfect.
beginning. I tried moving it, and you're like, what? No, why'd you move that? I like it very. Oh, okay, no problem. I'll put it back.
Why not pay?
And then it was dead
guys
center
lost
screen. I
space
was
and
like,
Hadley.
yes.
You guys really
It's the
know how to
I'm
best.
actually really
accessorize.
curious how
What
far
are you
off
two
it is
doing
from
here?
dead center. Like
Oh,
actually
hey.
on that
Uh,
graphic. I
To be
want to.
honest, we're lost.
Like, just
Andy,
try to
I
move
think you
it.
got
Figured as
it.
much.
I
You got
just
that
want to
look.
try to like move it and just see
I
if
was
it
actually hoping
snaps.
to find a bathroom before my idiot friend wets himself.
Of course,
Gotta
all my
go.
graphics are in here.
Well,
now,
this is
in
where
the
we
recent
prep the
version.
driver's car.
Or I'll put it this way: it's
when you gotta go,
close
you gotta
enough
go.
that the
We're outside,
visualizer I
man.
use
Pick
when
a
it uses
spot.
like
No one
center
cares.
focus things,
Mhm.
I cannot
Prepping
tell you
cars, huh?
that it's not
Pretty
dead center.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So,
I'll go look.
you guys drivers
Should
or
be.
what?
But I'm looking.
I'm sorry, I realize this is rude, but I really don't like your face.
You know, I get that a lot.
Now,
Drivers for what?
Really? What do you think? The big race? Are you messing with me? I can't tell. Let's start over. If you're not official drivers, well, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to shoot you
Is
in
it?
the face.
I'm 1 pixel off.
I was gonna say it's fucking close.
I put that thing
We're
1
drivers.
pixel left.
I thought you said you were
Oh, is it left? Oh, why'd you tell me that? Now I want to fix it.
We're drivers.
If it was at least one down, I would have been like, ah, it doesn't matter. It's blocked.
I literally could just re-record it.
Your call.
Oh.
Now it's gonna bother me. Why did you learn? Why did you tell me?
I mean, I ain't doing it now.
You should look the part.
Oh, good. So tomorrow I gotta have a 1 pixel off everything. 10 out of 10.
Want to look like a team.
Yep. I literally actually I moved it 1 pixel back to I moved it dead center now, and I'm closing it out. And now I saved it, and I'm closing it, and I'm closing it.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I want to adjust all my screens.
I'm impressed.
Now get going.
I mean, I told you it's close.
I'm really impressed. I just on a whim dropped it somewhere.
Remember what I said about firearms, Andy? Oh yeah, Mad Max moments.
God damn
it.
Nice clean space station right now, tabulating columns of beautiful numbers.
Oh, I got gifted Japanese Kit Kats tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try them out on stream tomorrow.
Inside and away from that.
My landlord was like, I got these from work and we don't want them. And I was like, I guess I'll take them. The boxes, they are Nestle.
What have we gotten
They're
ourselves
Nestle branded.
into here?
Okay.
Psychos.
And you know very well, I'm sure, what regular U.S. Hershey-made Kit Kats taste like.
We're inside.
Yep.
Okay, great. I've wanted to know this.
Well, you want to know if they're different.
I want to know whether they're different.
So I might have to go buy a actual OG Kit Kat to compare, because I can. Oh, here's the thing, they are all sake flavors.
Fiona, what do we do?
Yep.
I'm getting so sick of having
this
guns
one
pointed at me.
is this one's a sake flavor. For this, all right. So this one is Japan Nestle Kit Kat sake. I don't know what that means. The other one is completely in Japanese, but has the picture of a sake bottle and a sake glass on it. It says in English, "Have a break, have a Kit Kat." That's all. That is the entirety of the English. Oh wait, hold on. It has a website. One moment. Is that JP?
Make it sound simple.
It is simple.
JP/Kit7. Oh, that website's in Japanese. Good talk. I mean, it's a JP site. I'm not surprised.
It's in the bag. If we win this race,
let me try that again.
If
What if I do boop doop?
really only worth it if your remaining lifetime is more than 24 hours.
US?
In my line of work, I have to be good at reading people,
Kit7?
seeing their true character. And you, Vaughn,
Do you know what that is?
can do this. I know you can.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Trying to like guess the redirect for the same page. Nope.
Let loose.
None of those help. Also, what the fuck is
It
this?
doesn't matter. Just, enjoy the moment.
I could get used to
What's
this.
going on here?
Yep. Just don't hurt yourself.
I gotta take a look at this. What the fuck are you doing?
What the?
How does
they
a
had
jackass like
Japanese
this become a leader of anything?
apple pie flavored Kit Kats for Halloween.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really unique Kit Kat flavors
They
in
have
Japan.
sweet potato.
I think this guy wants to
flavor.
Green tea and a bunch of other ones
What
too.
the ever loving crap?
Yeah, these are gonna taste very different, Andy. I think I got a banana one.
Well, rip my
No, you've got this all wrong.
comparisons.
We didn't do anything.
Forget I said anything. It's not helpful
If you let him kill me,
information.
you'll never get the money.
Oh, yeah, sure I will. Felix can bypass any lock. He'll have your case open faster.
But yeah,
than
they're
this
all
company
sake
will.
flavors.
But he can't use
Does
the
it say on the box?
box?
No, box is
Bomb?
entirely in Japanese. Good
Bomb
talk.
in the case?
And when I mean entirely Japanese, I mean entirely Japanese. Even the nutritional value is only in Japanese. Oh, wait, hold on.
You just gotta speak their language. language.
Sakura
What the hell
Masamune.
is this?
Daiginjo? Sake. I don't know how you I kind of feel somewhat correct in the first two things I said. The third one's Daiginjo. Daiginjo?
Let's try not to die.
Sakura Masamune.
Okay, I'll admit. That looks
Daiginjo.
pretty dangerous.
Sake. Kit Kat. I might actually be able to learn what the fuck is this. This. Wait, what did that just say? This Kit Kat sandwiches. These Kit Kat sandwiches. This Kit Kat sandwiches. Product description from Amazon. This Kit Kat sandwiches the cream which I needed large brewing sake from the Daiginjo powder into between wafers, and the Kit Kat which I wrapped up with gentle sweetness of the white chocolate can enjoy a gorgeous fragrance of the large brewing sake from the finest rice to open in a mouth and taste with the swelling. Word for word, what I said. That's the description of this on Amazon. Okay, good. This doesn't expire until 2020-06.
Give 20 cheese. I'm gonna throw you plastic ninja freak.
Have low alcohol tolerance.
Okay, let's go.
You hold no responsibility for the events or actions that may occur by consuming this product.
Okay, Hello Japan's description. For the Sakura Masamune Kit Kats, the brewer Daiginjo sake is converted to powdered form and kneaded into the creamy filling that goes between the Kit Kat wafers. Each piece is then covered in white chocolate, which is Nestle's previous sake Kit Kats. The fruit makes for an unexpected delicious pairing with Japan's indigenous alcohol.
That's gotta be Yvette. Yes! She can send a loader by.
Rich flavors of the brewer's thing. Look, I understand exactly what you're telling me. I have one that has a banana on it, and I don't know what the fuck that means. What do you mean? Hold on. Oh, it just says Tokyo. Okay, got it. That one's a Tokyo, but this is just a banana Kit Kat. Sweet. Why it's in the box with the sake ones? Who fool me?
I don't know. I like this review though. Okay, not great. These taste terrible.
Oh, there we go.
Which is fine. I honestly didn't expect
Hang
it
up.
to taste
Fuck.
very good.
There's really
Guys,
nothing
Nancy.
behind the place.
Okay. I mean, it is his ID associated with the account transfer.
I don't think so.
I'm not. Yeah, I would say I'm not selling them.
I gotta tell you, that's just adorable. That just warms the cockles. But I got a feeling you're gonna want to hear what I'm offering first. Hey, look, I admit it, you screwed me. You really did.
Hey,
cool
I'm a PlayStation.
Cool. Hyperion will want my dick and sling. So, get your cybernetic rear up here with the money and I'll split it
It was
with you
cute seeing April on stream yesterday.
You scratch mine,
yeah.
that's it, scratch
Yeah.
yours.
I was like, oh, cute.
Savon takes the ball.
Dang up.
Come from your cats. I'm like,
Thank God.
got own
I
cat.
really thought you'd give him up.
Oh, you heard all that?
Oh, yeah. No more phone calls, okay? We have to... Come on.
Shoot him. Why didn't you shoot him? Shoot him. Shoot him still. Yeah, that's about what I expected was going to happen. His legs.
Well, get it out.
You get it out!
Go for the face. I mean, there's not really much else to go for.
Also, buyer beware. The booze in here, not boiled or cooked out. You may have to eat a lot of them, but I suppose you could get a good buzz off of them.
Didn't say it was 0.8% alcohol?
Yeah.
That's, I mean, most of those, you know, those like, there's a lot of truffles that still have alcohol in them.
Oh yeah.
When you get them, yeah, a lot of those still have some amount of alcohol, and I wouldn't say it's probably about that. It's probably like 1%, a little less.
Well, I am curious about things like that. All right, how many you gotta eat?
Did you get it? Where is it?
Well, the quick math would be if it's 0.8% alcohol per serving, we're going to assume they're using it off the same measurements.
Come on, we have to go.
So you would have to eat... For an ounce of alcohol, it's normally about, say, 30%, like a standard whiskey escalator. Maybe 40%, we'll call it 40% for whiskey. You would need to eat 0.8% of that's it. Every ounce of 0.8% alcohol. So 0.8% per ounce, you would need what?
I saw the case! What? The money! It's on that truck!
50 of them? Is that right? 50 times. Kill them! Which would be 40%. What is it? Is it bad? Just try! For a shot. Oh. I might be wrong about how that math works, by the way. Like, any part of that could be fucked up. But I think that's right.
They never stop shooting on this planet, do they?
No, that one is by ounce.
No, our cycle buddy.
Get the case, hurry up!
Aww. I like cycle buddy. What? Oh, that's AD's going to bed call. It's like when someone checks their watch at an event. Well, looks like I gotta be going. Good night, Andy. Catch you tomorrow. Oh god. Yeah, it was oh god the burp and also oh god the one I just said.
Oh my god! Just stop and let me bite your ears off!
No, my hands.
Alright, yeah. Are you just really just pop back in? It's been morning since you left.
I forgot about something. So I
getting the case.
last night I was using a bit of a sleep tracker, and the one I have is it's like a coupon instead of like a wristband. So I have a wristband strap for it, and I woke up at what I thought was like right before I would have normally woken up, and like I feel my wrist and turn the thing off and realize that it's fallen out of the little pouch it's supposed to be. And so I like find it in my bed, turn it off, dirty. Right? Like put it on the back of my bed, and then proceed to go. So my alarm finally goes off at 7 in the morning. I check my phone to see what time I should take this bit off. 5:40 in the morning.
Oh.
I was like, oh, well, that was nowhere near when I woke up.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Yep, literally woke up thinking it was almost 7 o'clock, and then, but you know, obviously I didn't check the time, because every time I check the time, it was 6:58. side. I refused to look, but yeah, yep. When I saw it, I went, 547. What the heck? I'm trying to figure out that. So I had to, of course, fix it. Like, no, I actually did 7. Alright, that's my random story that I thought.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Fiona.
Thanks. My luck was about to run out back there.
Don't thank me just yet.
Don't thank me just yet. Yeah. This guy.
Ah, for the love of...
I guess old con men are pretty rare. Looking at him right then, I thought I understood him. Maybe for the first time in my whole life. Didn't stop me from being pissed off.
I hope one day you'll understand.
Oh yeah, I finally
Perhaps
got the game
you'll
done.
even find it
I have
in your
submitted
heart
to a
to forgive.
speedrun.
Nice. Yeah, your time wasn't as good as you hoped, but...
Felix!
Took 10 minutes on the final boss.
When do you think you're gonna do another run of it?
Tomorrow's Ghostbusters.
Go, damn it! Go!
You doing any percent? You doing any percent? You want to improve that timing?
I am a little pissed off
taking
still
the
from
money.
before. I still don't know what I missed.
I'm sorry, Fiona.
Oh yeah.
I told
Yeah.
you to never
That was silly. I don't understand that one either. Because we went through that list and I feel like you didn't miss anything, but I mean...
I missed the one. I mean, like...
The later game one you missed, for sure. We know that one.
I know the other one I missed. That's the one... It
In
shows
library,
every,
right?
Yeah, it shows everything from the
Be
library.
sure to take care of
And it's like, how did...
Keep her
Okay. The only thing I was thinking is there anything that... Well, no, I was saying, is there anything that crosses over from library to the other one? You know how there's some that like repeat?
Yes, but I pulled out the book. I even double checked.
And you got them, right?
I got
That's what I thought too.
Goodbye,
Felix!
What did you miss in the other level?
Tell Hyperion.
The graveyard monster.
All they want.
Grave monster.
I'm taking the money.
Big guy, right? Yeah, okay.
Felix! It's booby trapped!
Yeah, because it was something like you missed, like, was the black slime dudes that run around. That's what I originally thought. That would have made sense because that's in both levels, right?
I mean, I guess
And I would
I
have been.
could try doing 100%.
Okay.
I wonder.
Officially the worst day ever.
I wonder if there's. No, there shouldn't. Maybe there is. I wonder if those grave keys are also in the library. We just don't know it because you've always gotten them later. Oh. The smile.
He's dead!
Thank God. Sorry, Snarfy.
Ooh, that's was right through the stomach.
How are you not dead?
Oh, it's the clone. Right, Zer0. God damn it. I forgot about that part.
He was lying. Gortys is not here.
Don't sweat it, babe. That's one less bandit lord we have to worry about. There's plenty of time for sweating later, once you come back to me for your reward.
My quest is not done.
My reward for you is gonna be long, hard, and powerful.
Gortys remains out of reach.
It's a rocket launcher.
Yes. Innuendo.
Yes, innuendo.
Sasha, about what happened with Felix.
Stop, okay? I don't want to talk about it right now.
Their friend Felix tried to take the money for himself. The case
When you gonna
exploded,
have time to talk
but
about whatever?
He got away.
So the first time I played through,
So
she
we
was the
have no
dick,
money,
he was
no
the good
vault
guy.
key.
This time I'm gonna play
Nothing.
as him as the dick, she is the good guy.
It's over.
I never understood
what-
choosing
what do we
dick
even
options
do
in these
now?
games. They
Check
show
the
no
files.
benefit.
Take anything valuable.
It's not like there's gonna be $10 million worth
You
of...
have any better ideas?
Like it's like being a dick in the Fallout franchise, or like in like those types of games. Generally, there's a reward.
You came to
Or
Pandora.
like being a
now
dick
you
in
get to
Dark
live
Souls.
like we
If you're a
do.
dickhead in Dark Souls, you get the best abilities and the
Wait
best
for more
weapons.
powerful people to kill each other and then take their stuff.
But be a bad guy in the Telltale games. It's never satisfying. Not once. Never get anything interesting.
Just
At least
use
in my
a
experience.
shield. Could use a shield, but it's way quality.
You have no shield.
This junk can't be worth that much.
That
Look,
pistol over there is worth
it might
at
be
least
self-fodder,
$100.
but I would
Just
still
need
use it over
100,000
nothing.
more of those and we're all set.
Hey!
Righteous Father, I have found you.
Motorbot!
Try to roll with the fall.
Righteous Father, I have found you. Loaderbot, best part. There's a couple good parts. There's a couple good characters in this game. I remember not liking parts of this game quite often, but I do remember there were a couple very good characters in it.
If you're dead, say something!
I hope they brought this level of... Actually, I kind of hope they brought the level of like writing in this to Borderlands 3, but I imagine they didn't.
It doesn't
Even
look
though I'm
like
not
there's
much of a
safe
lore
way
person when it
down.
comes to video games, it's nice when it is there.
What's down there?
I'd rather the gameplay be good than the lore be bad, but I don't know how you like Borderlands gameplay has kind of been it's Borderlands gameplay. Although somehow they did screw that up in the pre-sequel. I don't
There's
know
a
how.
bunch of old Atlas prototype stuff. some
Actually, I kind of
tech.
do. They made
Looks
it so
like a
that all
few
the guns felt bad,
weapons and-
Where?
and the leveling experience is terrible. It doesn't scale well. If you do quests, you'll never actually be able to get to the proper level to kill things. And we're somehow stuck 3 bosses from the final boss, and everything's so high up in level we can't even fucking farm to finish.
No way. The Atlas Silver! Ah, one of the rarest SMGs on Pandora. These models were never even released.
Vintage, I guess.
Why didn't you say neat? IRL, you literally said neat. You didn't pick neat.
Whoa, hey! A retro Atlasio! I thought these things were just a rumor! Look! It tells time, and it's a calculator. Just give me a math problem. Just give me a
Is
math
it worth
problem.
a lot of money?
Sort of. I mean, yeah, it's not $10 million worth, but, man, to the right people, Atlas Tech in mint condition like this is worth a hell of a lot to collectors. Some Hyperion execs buy it just to put it on their trophy shelves and gloat. And unreleased prototypes at that. I mean, who knows what this is worth?
All right, Sasha, let's grab what we can and get out of here. Quickly. No telling when those bandits will be back.
We better do the same, Reese.
There's one button left.
Push
Would
the
you
button.
like to do the honors?
It's the last one. It's only right for us both to reveal it. I mean, that's the best part.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
All right. Big money.
character. That was
Reset.
important.
Identification required.
So, is it just me, or does that look...
Incredibly valuable? Yeah.
I mean, it's orange
And there's
quality.
2 of them, so I don't have to stab you.
Yeah, that's a bonus. I call the bigger half.
No, you're the one at the center, you idiots.
No real choice. No real choice.
What is it?
Combine it.
No
Throw it.
idea.
Well, we got what we came for. So let's go, Sunshine.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sitting here thinking about this.
Hey, Vaughn, can you see if there's a crowbar lying around? We're gonna have to try to pry these apart before we...
I did the other Ghostbusters game as soon as we face it.
Is that a map?
So she's the brains of the outfit. Is that a map? I don't know.
Actually, I just thought about that, so I'm currently trying to test it with a different emulator.
It's the Gortys Project, and it's gonna lead us to a vault.
Hey, my favorite guy.
And then I'll probably kill you.
I'll probably kill you. I wish they could figure out a better way. I really hope Jack isn't back for 3. I do think he was a very good character, but I'd love if they could actually come up with like other ones.
Which was never real.
Right. Then you lost the
Well,
money.
technically, we found it.
And blew
But then
up.
it blew up.
Sure. But at the end of all that, you discover the Gortys Project, which is all about opening a vault.
Right.
That's very convenient.
Now you gotta
Not
figure out where
really.
in the unholy
I mean,
shit.
one way
I
or
put-
another, everything on Pandora is leading you to a vault.
I'd actually agree with her on
A rarity, I'm sure.
I think I put it.
So, what happened next?
Here?
Well...
No?
Oh God, it's bright. Next week.
We got all it.
50% kept their cool. 80% you let Shade. Yeah, why would you let Shade come with you? He's Shade.
I would have told. I think I told him no. I don't
Also,
remember.
that also gets him killed. If you tell him
Does
no,
it?
yeah, it gets him killed.
I don't remember.
Warned him. Took the psycho mask because I'm saving money so if I can get Jacob's paint. Yeah, that's 30% total of Sasha. Didn't trust Sasha. Chose Vaughn. Machine gun and rockets. I think the first time I did it was I picked the machine gun and a shield.